Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Shuffle. This is episode 237. I'm Joe.
I'm Kira.
And this is Lauren. we are joined by our friend slash coworker, Lauren. Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How the heck are you, by the way?
How the heck are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm here.
Anyways, Lauren, back to you.
This is awful.
So I've been trying to get you on the podcast now for quite some time.
Yeah.
And you just keep canceling.
That's so not true. That is actually so not true. I actually did not cancel.
I'm
heard
siding with Lauren.
you went MIA. And then you were like, are we even doing it? I was like,
yeah, that's the
tell
problem.
me.
Is Kira is the one who's like, I don't know what's going on, even though we record every week. Kira doesn't know if we're recording each week.
I didn't even know if we were recording today. Can you do it later? I was like, are we gonna do it today? I thought about texting be like, I'm canceling.
Well, what happened was, so last week after we finished recording, Kira was like, I'm going home. And which I know you told me last week not to talk about, but I'm talking about it this week. Kira went home last week. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. It's kind of.
But
Oh.
so Kira went home, and I said, "Remember, we're recording November. What month are we in? June 4th at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, that's fine. I'm coming back June 3rd, so I am back to record this episode." I was like, "Perfect. Look at Kira planning ahead." Well, then fast forward to today. Kira goes, "So I'm going to be a little late. Can we do 4 o'clock?" And I actually, legitimately got livid. I was actually pissed off.
Why?
Because Kira does this all the time.
But now I don't feel bad about saying I'd show up at 3:30.
No,
it would have worked
better if you had just shown up at 3:30. But
here we are. We made
Kira
it.
just continuously shows up late, and it pisses me off week after week. But this week it worked out.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Happy to finally have you. Thank you for joining us. We're all
Happy to be
drinking
here.
today, which is something, if any of you have been watching from the beginning, we used to do all the time. We stopped drinking. Look at the fucking cat. We
Did you
stopped.
not see what
I
you
thought you
did?
guys were looking at me.
Did
And
you
I was
open
That's what I was looking at.
No.
That was awful.
we stopped drinking on the podcast because I ran out of alcohol, and now we're drinking again. So at the end of this episode,
That's your excuse.
I ran out of alcohol.
You just have to go get more alcohol.
Alcohol expensive
You
nowadays.
live across the street from Walgreens and an ABC store.
I know that
How do you
ABC
know
sort of
that?
did that to me.
I passed them to get here.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
That's
Forgot
crazy.
about it.
yeah, but
Yeah, I planned ahead.
I didn't always live here.
Oh, where
I've
you
lived in like 6 different houses down here.
since being in Florida?
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, 5 years, 6 years, 6 different houses, I think.
Why?
Because lease ends.
You don't renew?
I
Not
lived in like
typically.
4 different houses since being here.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. This is just my second, and I'm
I'm
going to
homeless
be here
here.
forever.
Yeah, Lauren, actually, let's dive into that really
No.
quick. Tell us about your living situation.
No.
No, please do.
What's your living situation?
So my parents own a condo down here, so I live there, which is really
The
convenient.
more important thing, though, rent free.
Rent free.
I-
Rent free. I do live rent free.
That is
saving my butt right now.
that is a dream,
That's-
Can we
especially when you
do
only
this?
work. Yeah,
Okay.
by all means, swear as much as you want.
I don't know.
Joe's over here like, fuck this. Fuck that. I'm going, "Cuz."
Yeah. Is this a good time? I can tell you, by the way, the title of this episode is going to be something that you say taken out of context.
Shouldn't have
Right.
told her.
No, I'm because
No,
goes
I
with
caught
Tulsa.
on to that.
But
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
Because you're an
caught on.
avid watcher.
I am. I am an
Yeah.
avid fan.
Are you subscribed?
Huh?
Subscribed on YouTube?
I've never watched on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Spotify.
you're not going to start now.
No,
Nobody ever watches the episode there.
I don't want to see it.
I've never watched a single episode of the podcast.
Really?
What I'll
Why?
do, like every 6 months.
Edit it?
No.
No. I go in and I cut off the beginning and I cut off the end after we say goodbye,
Wow.
and then I just upload. This is
So
all
what you
raw.
fucking
You're
say.
so, y'all are so bold. I'm gonna need more to drink.
But yeah, so what I'll do,
Murder us.
like every 6 months, I'll just go on to YouTube and I'll just autoplay all the episodes and I'll just leave it in the background on my computer, so I just keep getting more views, you know,
Oh yeah, that's
hacking the
valid.
system.
That's valid.
Yeah.
But why?
Why do I do that?
Yeah.
The more views it gets, the more it gets recommended to other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got to cheat a little bit.
I don't know how the algorithm works.
That's how it's the business.
Interesting.
But anyways, like I said, we're drinking again. So at the end of this episode, whatever we didn't finish, that's opened, not the closed stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever we
That's
didn't
what he
finish, we have to slam it at the end.
Since when is that? Okay.
said.
We opened up these beers today.
It's easy.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, open up another one.
Double fist of beer.
No, not couple fisted. Jesus Christ.
Double fisted.
Are you an alcoholic?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna say-
Oh, I thought.
Because,
Oh, I didn't know Lauren was here.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. Sorry.
I mean, it depends on what your definition of that is. I would say if you're still in school.
Yeah,
You're
you're not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You're just a student.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and you're still in
Student,
school.
period.
yeah. So that's like my rule. That's like what we always said in college. So now that I'm still in school.
Yeah. What are you going for masters?
Yeah.
What are you going for?
It.
Just bit my foot.
Why'd you put your toe in his face? Stop playing footsie with my cat.
Bit the shit out
He
of
caught a
my
lizard earlier. Totally off
Did he
topic.
really?
We'll talk about school in a second. He caught a lizard outside, brought it inside, and I was like, fuck. Now I got to get this thing out of the house.
Was it dead?
No, it was very much
Look
alive.
at it go.
Stop.
And he was like fiddling with it, and its tail fell off. And I was like,
Oh.
so I grabbed its squirming tail, threw that outside. It
Oh,
was a big lizard. So then I had to kick the lizard outside, and what I ended up doing was just picking him up with the lizard in his mouth and just threw him outside.
That sounds really traumatic.
Yeah, and then the lizard, as I was like kicking it off the patio, it bit on the tip of my shoe, and I was like, "You motherfucker, I'm trying to save you," and he wouldn't let go. So I just hard as I could, and he just went flying.
You didn't just like.
I didn't feel like grabbing him.
Why?
He was bleeding. I didn't want lizard blood on me.
You just
That's
wash your
valid.
hands after.
Well, as we've determined, my hand washing skills are not the greatest.
Oh,
Joe doesn't
what?
wash his hands.
I
before he
haven't
goes to
washed
the
my
bathroom.
hands today.
Ugh.
I did dishes earlier, so I guess like the soap from the dishes got on my hands.
Why?
Why haven't I washed my hands?
Yeah. That is so gross.
Thank you.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna.
I
Okay. We're gonna get nice and cozy.
mean, I also like
Wait, but like
hosed
actually
my hands
why?
off.
Like-
I was like planting stuff today, so I hosed my hands off afterwards.
But like genuinely why?
Why didn't I wash my hands today? Because I haven't been in a place to wash my I haven't been in the bathroom today. I have not gone to the bathroom today.
Okay, that's
You
a
need to
problem.
drink more.
Yeah, you
water,
need
not
definitely
alcohol.
more anything in your system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't drink water. This is established. I don't drink water.
Okay,
So
but like still.
my bathroom visits are few and far between. Honestly, it's convenient.
I feel like your
How
body
often do
your
you go
body's
to the
going
bathroom
to
in a
fail.
day?
How often do okay.
Calcium.
Because I know I'm very scheduled. I'm a very scheduled person in my life. At least maybe 8 times
In a day?
in a day.
What about you?
Probably like 4 to 5. 4 to 5.
2 max. Yeah, 2 at
Like
the
you
max.
wake up.
I wake up and sometimes I go to the bathroom.
Okay, like on a night out when you're drinking a lot, do you like
If I'm out, I don't have a lot of night outs. Let me get that out right now.
loser?
Yeah, I know. I'm 28 years old now, Lauren, so I don't do a lot.
Jesus
But when I do
Christ.
go out drinking, my bathroom visits increase, obviously, because I'm slamming.
You need to drink more water.
Mhm.
Your body is going to fail in 2 years.
In 2 years.
Yeah, you're gonna turn 30 and be like a serious.
He was supposed to die whenever you turned 28, and he didn't. So
That
I
was
still got like 300 some odd days.
why were you supposed to?
330.
Was that planned?
Yeah, the goal is to die
Okay.
younger than, like, the younger the better.
What is it? What is it? Is like the 27 Club?
Yeah.
The musician?
Yeah, the 27 Club is like people that just kill themselves in the 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if I was more famous, I would have done it.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Valid. I don't know if I would have, but that's such a valid thing.
But anyways, so school.
Moving on. Back to
Yeah,
school.
so you're a student. You're going for
yeah,
your master's.
I go for my master's. I'm studying themed environments integration, which is just fancy words for like theme park design or
Okay.
like anything themed design. So like tiki bars or like mini golf things
Right.
or even just like
So,
a
like,
town square.
I was just gonna say, like, if a city, town, or something wanted
Yeah,
to like
so
create a
revamp
themed
it.
area.
Yeah, all those like a more immersive spaces, museums, stuff
Oh,
like
that's cool.
that. Yeah, that's what I do.
That's very cool.
Um,
Because you just finished school.
yeah.
And
Well,
then you've immediately started back up.
yeah.
There was like no.
Well, I did the college program for like a semester as a break.
Okay.
So I took one semester off and then I went back to school, technically.
Oof.
Ew.
I don't recommend it.
No.
Like, as much as getting a master's sounds like great, it sucks.
Yeah, but like
It fucking sucked.
yeah, I couldn't. So I also recently, like within the past year, I think it was last August, I finished my undergrad finally.
Okay.
And everybody in my family afterwards, they were like, so you're gonna go for your master's now? I go, there's not enough money in the world to make me go back to school.
What was it in?
Geology.
Why?
Because I like
Should I like walk? Should I like walk?
because that's just what so like when I first went to school forever ago, back in my, young days.
Right, when you were young.
Yeah. I was going for
Child.
geochemistry. That epically failed. And I mean literally failed. I failed out of college.
And
And I was like, this is honestly
chemistry?
geochemistry.
Oh, geochemistry.
Yeah. The chemistry part is what tripped me up mostly, but when I was considering going back to school with the Aspire program, I was like, well, what do I like? And I was like, I like science, I like music.
walks.
And so I was choosing between something with like
That's it.
theater/music because like I was working or I'm working at Disney. So like naturally that's what I'm gravitating
Right.
towards, or science. And then I was like, well, I'd like to have a job one day. So I guess
Yeah.
science is a better option for me.
No, that's so valid. I mean, I got a painting degree for my undergrad. So
Oh.
I was like, I also want a job.
Yeah, you want to have like
It's actually an animation degree, but I did everything like as physical paint because I hated actually doing like the digital stuff.
Mm.
So
Yeah, so I settled on geology again.
I dropped out of school.
like, what were you studying?
Nothing.
Oh, you were like
Just
undecided.
general
Just-
associates.
That's so
Yeah.
slow. That's
Hey,
so
honestly,
slow.
failing out was like the best thing that could have happened to me back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well,
Setting you up for where you are now.
yeah, honestly, like if I had managed to bring my GPA back up and not get kicked out,
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone into debt because I would have had to take out loans. My parents had enough money saved up to do the 2.5 years of school that I did,
Right.
and that was it.
That was it.
So I would have gone into debt. I probably still would have failed at some point in the future because my classes were fucking awful. And there's a good chance I never would have moved down here.
Mm-hmm.
So moving down here made me go back to school once Disney introduced their Aspire program. And now I have a degree. I graduated with 4.0. So
Yeah, good shit.
I guess it all works. Everything happens
everything
for a
happens-
reason.
I'm such a firm
really.
believer
Are you
in that
actually?
everything happens for a reason. I tell that to everyone. Why? Ugh.
That's
What?
like my least favorite saying in the world.
Why?
Because I strongly disagree with it.
I disagree with it from a like religious point, but from like just a like I feel like this makes sense. Like
Yeah.
one door closes and a different one opens, and it could be really
I think it's
shitty.
had a lot of doors closed.
Yeah, and that's like, but that's life. At some point, there's got to be another door that opens.
Somebody's got to unlock one for me somewhere, please.
Somebody's gotta open it.
Doors
No,
are shutting,
yeah.
windows are shutting.
You want
Somebody's painting over my entire house and not letting me out.
bricked up.
Yeah, it's like
everything.
black
just-
paint everywhere, no lights getting in. There's not even a sign of a door opening.
I mean, you can still find a way to open the door. I don't know what to tell you. I just feel like those doors still open. Would you ever go back to school?
Mhm.
Do you want to?
I would like to.
What would you go for now?
I don't know.
No, okay.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, I think. Is
It's
like,
it's just like picking something. Like I don't know what I want to do. So like I would possibly go back for marketing or like
Okay.
I don't know.
business,
Business.
classic business degree. You know,
can't go
business.
wrong.
you can't go wrong with a business.
You can
degree.
always find
maybe.
something with that, and that's easy to do like 1 or 2 classes a semester.
I also would do like hospitality or something like that.
Mhm. I did
Which
that
makes
for my
sense.
minor.
Yeah.
It's
I really wanted to major in astronomy,
Hmm.
but that is a very hard major to find anywhere. And it's also very, I shouldn't say very hard, but it's not easy to get a
It's
job with
niche.
astronomy.
It's a niche
Yeah.
job.
Because like my original goal, I don't know if you can tell this about all the space stuff.
Yeah,
I
do you
made.
like space?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I could never gather that.
But
never.
I wanted to work for NASA when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, easy. I'll get an astronomy degree. Go work for NASA.
I love talking about that. What did you guys want to be when you grew up?
A zookeeper.
A zookeeper?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wholesome. And you wanted to be just work at NASA? Did you know what you want? Like, did you
No,
want to be an
I don't think I've
astronaut?
ever known. My mom tells the story all the time. There was a point in my life when I was younger that I wanted to be a priest, apparently. I don't remember ever saying that. My mom firmly.
Your mom's gaslighting you into thinking
Yeah.
you were
She
on
wants
really
me to,
bad.
yeah,
No, that's so
join the
yeah.
priesthood.
She's like, no, I swear you really were set on this.
No, oh God, going back to church. Ugh. Ugh.
Do you go to church?
No.
Do you don't ever go to church?
Not anymore. No, I grew up Catholic. I went to church every
Grew up
Sunday
going
and
to
every Wednesday.
I've never been in a church before.
Good for you.
I've been in one time.
Don't
and
start.
It was for a funeral, but otherwise
Oh,
I've never
no.
stepped. Yeah, so it's not good. But otherwise, I've never stepped foot in a church before.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not.
kind of scared.
It's not all that it's checked up to be. I used to be an altar boy. I was like, yeah,
I used to be a
I
church
ran
choir.
that shit.
Oh,
ran
okay.
that.
I was there with the fucking incense, just over the bodies that you were in the
Is
church.
this
for.
what happens? Sure.
Well, so like
Little boys are just like smoking up and joining.
little boys are smoking up, yeah, and then they're getting diddled by the priest.
Oh, are you okay?
I never was. No, we talked about this before. I unfortunately wasn't good enough to get diddled.
Unfortunately. Man, that sucks. dude.
Yeah.
Do you think
That I wasn't diddled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Gave you to be the man that you are today.
Yeah,
Trauma.
that's why I have like social anxiety now.
For sure. For sure.
I struggle talking to women because I wasn't diddled by a priest as a boy.
Your opening like hinge line or like
Yeah, yeah.
your opening bio.
Yeah.
Just, like lay it all out there. This
Yeah,
is why.
that's how I've gotten every woman in my life. I'm like, I wasn't diddled, so I really struggle with this. And they're like, oh.
Poor thing.
I can fix him.
Yeah, no, I was also in Boy Scouts and they didn't touch me there either.
Where'd you
so-
How far did you make it in Boy Scout?
Almost all the way to Eagle. I gave up right before Eagle Scout.
Why did you give up?
I was fucking done with it.
Just like a
If I'm being honest, the
Big
reason
giver
that
upper.
oh yeah, I'm a big
Nobody
big cheater.
touched
I'm a
you.
big quitter.
big. Did you do any like Girl Scouts or brownies or anything? I didn't do that either.
Really?
No.
You give off brownie vibes.
See, my friend was a brownie, and so I sold cookies with her without having to do all the like actual work.
Yeah, no.
Like I just walked around.
No
and
hard
did
labor.
them.
You were just like,
No, I was there for
cookies.
the ride.
Yeah.
Cookies.
There to make some cash and get the fuck out.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, Boy Scouts sell popcorn. I never did that.
Huh?
Yeah, like that's like the Boy Scout thing. Like Girl Scouts sell cookies.
Did you ever go to like,
gas.
a camp?
Boy
and
Scouts
stuff?
sell popcorn. Yes, I went camping every winter and every summer.
Oh, okay.
Winter was
Where'd
like a
you go
weekend.
camping?
Summer was a whole week. We went to this place called summer camp was Camp Shelkoff. And yeah, they were the campsite was like these raised tents. So they were like tents on like a wooden platform. And have I ever told this story about me at camp on the podcast before? This is one of my favorite stories to tell. I can't believe I've never mentioned this before.
God.
But my first year at camp, I had the tent to myself, which was like I was one of the only scouts to get that. Everybody had to double up. But I had the tent to myself, and they were just like these wooden cots on this wooden platform, and all you had was like a sleeping bag. If your
Sure.
parents were nice enough, they bought you like a mattress
Nice.
pad.
Yeah. like,
Yeah, if your parents loved you, they bought you a mattress pad.
Gotcha.
My parents loved me, so they didn't buy me one. My dad had like a 1970s mattress pad that was
Yeah,
definitely
sure.
falling apart,
Sure.
and he gave that to me.
That's the job.
So I was on that, but I move a lot in my sleep. And when I was younger, I used to rock in my sleep. So I moved the bed enough to where I would fall off the bed. And
Platform?
actually, my first year at camp, I woke up in the middle of the night outside of my tent in my sleeping bag. Rain's coming down. I wake up and I'm just soaking wet head to toe. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I get up, I'm all out of it, walk back into the tent, get back on my bed, and I feel myself like rolling back off of the bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like getting angry.
Right.
And I'm like, what is going on? I had moved my bed so much that one of the legs fell in between the boards of the wooden stand,
Mhm.
and it was at an angle. So I was sleeping like fucking this, just kept rolling off. And every year at camp, I went to this summer camp for like 5 years, something like that. Every year that would happen to me.
Really?
I moved that much in my sleep
Oh
that
my
every
God.
single year I would roll out of my bed, out of the
Somebody
tent.
was fucking with you.
No.
They had to be. I think somebody was fucking with you.
If somebody is, that's
Didn't get
genius.
diddled.
Because nobody
You're diddled.
because yeah. But nobody, like I didn't tell anybody about it at the time.
They
So like,
didn't notice your platform was slanted?
no, the platform wasn't slanted. There was two boards, right? So like it was like a deck.
Yeah.
But like there was enough separation between the boards where like the leg that's this fucking big could fit through the boards. And it was like I moved it just enough to slide one of the legs into the thing and roll off.
I think somebody was fucking with you.
I think someone just went over and just kicked this.
Every year.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't know this was
That's why
happening.
you were alone in the tent.
Oh, listen. I believe that I would roll outside.
No, there's no way.
How old were you?
Somebody could have easily picked
My
you up
first
and
year at
moved
camp,
you
I was
out.
Yeah,
probably
you're like a little kid.
I was probably like
pull 'em
13
out.
years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody was not everybody. I guess there were
Everybody's
people.
rolling out of their fucking
No.
tents.
Everybody was around that age. I'm saying like
Oh.
it's not like there was like fucking 18-year-olds rolling
Didn't you
me
have
out
an
of
adult
bed.
with you
You think they were messing with me?
No, but
Or are you
like,
just saying
though? I'm just saying, would you have an adult?
Yeah,
with
we
you?
had the Scoutmasters there.
I think you became
I think
Mr.
you're
Jerry.
getting
Mr. Jerry was.
They
your
would play they were so old. They would play Pinochle in like their Scoutmaster area. It's a card game.
scout. It was.
It's really confusing.
Is that called Pinnacle?
No, that's the vodka. So
you
alcoholic-
are?
Yes. No, they would play Pinochle.
There's no way that's the way that's.
I
pronounced.
promise you that's how it is.
How's it spelled?
I don't know. It's probably spelled very similarly, but I promise you it's not Pinnacle.
Stuff. Pinnacle.
It's Pinochle.
Okay.
Stop saying that.
And they would play that, and they would just sit up in their little Scoutmaster area, play that,
Sure.
and then they'd grill corn for us the last day of camp. That's where my love of corn came from. That's like it started at Boy Scouts.
You have a love for corn.
He was Africa corn for Halloween.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
do
you
remember
remember that.
that.
You were
Yeah,
there.
I was very present there.
Uh-huh.
That's why though, is because you have such a like.
My love of corn started from Boy Scouts. They would grill corn for us every summer, and
That's
just like
insane.
dunk it in butter, and we just sit around the campfire eating grilled corn. I was
As
like,
your
this
last
is
day.
amazing.
Great.
Yeah. And so, I mean, from the time I was, 12, 13 years old, I've been eating grilled corn. So I was like, this is amazing. So when I moved down here and I was like, they sell this shit everywhere. Like, this isn't just a Buffalo, New York thing.
Corn is not like a.
I don't mean
Rare-
corn. I mean grilled corn.
That's still not like I do that at home.
To me, nobody else did that. My mom used to boil corn when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nasty.
No.
There are so many better ways to
You
eat
have
corn.
like a big old like crab boil where you
No,
do
I'm
like
from-
crabs and
I'm
like
so northern. It's not even funny.
crawfish and you've
Crawfish.
got like
Where
potatoes,
are you
sweet
from?
potatoes. Virginia.
That's southernish.
Yeah, but it's right next to Maryland.
You
And
you
I'm
love
right-
your Old Bay seasoning.
And I
don't you?
love my Old Bay. I put Old Bay on
Who's vibrating
everything.
right now?
It's me. Oh,
Maybe.
Jesus.
Okay, it's you.
it's me.
Not me. I
I'm
thought it
not
was me. But I
popular.
fucked over there.
It's just-
So you love Old Bay seasoning? No, I've never done a crab boil. Crab bowl.
Crab bowl.
boil.
Bowl.
I watch videos of them on TikTok.
Where you sit with the mallets, smash them open, peel them open.
Smash them.
Salads.
Yeah.
You smashing crabs?
Yes, you do. You put out a
Oh,
giant.
you smashing?
Yeah,
Like,
you're smashing
don't
them.
you just like dump? You just like dump.
So yeah, you lay out. You get a big ass table. You put out almost like paper, like giant.
Wax paper.
Yeah.
No,
Parchment
like
paper?
like actual paper,
Newspaper.
like newspaper.
Yeah.
Lay it all out, and then
You dump it.
you do all the like little mini like sweet potatoes and stuff, or like tiny little baby,
The red potatoes.
Yeah, like
the tiny spuds. Do you know what they're called? Like,
Spuds.
Spuds.
Aw.
Oh.
and you dump that all out. You put all the crabs out. You put all the like you cut the corn into little
Oh, the
tiny
chunks.
chunks.
Corn.
Pour all that
So
out.
drunk.
Douse it in Old Bay, and then you all
We
sit,
should
grab
have
a crab,
crawfish boil.
smash it, rip it open, and eat it.
We should have a crawfish boil.
We could do that.
Would you do it? Like, do you know how to?
No, I don't know how to. You
I
like
can figure it out.
we never made
No.
we never
kidding
made
me?
it at our place. You ordered the crabs,
Yeah, you go and order.
but I don't know where you can get them down.
What do you mean
here.
you order the?
Like you would like not cater, but like you would say like I want like 30 crabs, and we would make like the potatoes and the corn and stuff, and then you go pick up the crabs, and they'd come in like one of those like styrofoam.
Cooked already.
Yeah, like
Okay.
cooked cooler type thing, like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a
yeah.
cooler, but it's like also like a thermos or whatever.
I've
Make
watched
the
it done like the
I-
crawfish ones. I've watched it done like with live crawfish, and you like dump them in
You
there.
can do it. Yeah, I've done it with lobsters. You can do it with your.
Lobsters.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like
Expensive.
lobster.
Yeah, I did that for me.
crawfish,
But
shrimp.
I've seen you can do that in your dishwasher technically. because of the way like it destroys your dishwasher. But you can put
Oh.
you can
so
put the crab.
can't do
Okay,
it.
it doesn't. It's not like a one and done thing.
That's
it's
hot
just not
water.
good. But it's hot water and it's like steaming it and stuff, and you
Yeah.
can put like all the crabs in your dishwasher.
Just like in the
And
plate
just
section.
and with no like don't put any.
Somebody's like, hey, is this dirty or crab? Don't open that.
Yeah,
Go to
it's not
crabs. Go to
ready.
crabs.
It's not ready.
My dishwasher has crabs.
Steams them really nicely, and then
Have you experienced this?
No, but I watched a video
Oh,
about it.
okay.
And people
So
were like,
one person on the internet did
no,
this.
multiple people did it,
Okay.
but they discovered that it does fuck up your dishwasher.
Yeah. Why though? Why would it?
Because you're putting
Think of how bad crabs
crabs in
smell.
there.
It like permanently like
Oh, the smell. I go, it
Yeah.
wouldn't damage
you
the
only
dishwasher.
you traditionally like put like clean like you rinse off your plate before you put it in and stuff. So mostly what goes in the dishwasher is like soap. So when you put something else with like seasoning on it and all that stuff, it just gets it all real gunked up, and then your dishwasher is gonna smell like fish
Crab.
and crab, and then everything you wash after that is gonna smell like fish for like ever. But it's cool. I definitely recommend it.
Interesting. Don't add the dish soap though.
Yeah, please don't add
Don't
soap
put
to
the
your
dish soap.
crabs.
This is totally off topic, but
Yeah,
I ran my
take-
dishwasher the other day.
It's on
And
topic.
I mean, it's like, it's not related to
Crabs.
It's a
crabs
bridge.
at all.
It's a bridge.
But I ran my dishwasher the other day and I opened it up after it was done. Now my dishwasher runs for like an obscenely long time, like almost 2 hours, which is way too long.
Why?
I don't know. I think my dishwasher's fucked.
Oh.
Anyways, I opened it up and all of the dish detergent was still like right there in the little on the door.
That happens to me too sometimes.
I was like, I gotta run this whole
do you
thing
do a
again.
packet or do you do the powder?
The liquid.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a liquid too.
What do you use? The packet?
I do the little packet,
Like a little launch, like a Tide?
like a Tide Pod.
Yeah. You ever eat one?
No, I did that.
You're young enough to have eaten one.
Did you?
No.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah. Both of you are young.
Young enough for that. I was older than that.
How old are
Trent.
you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 23.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, you're both young enough for that to have been a thing.
That was
You were in high
was
school when that was happening.
right, and kids were doing that shit.
No.
Like
high
middle
schoolers were doing
middle
it.
schoolers. I was saying like tweens, preteens, tweens were doing that.
I thought it was high
like
schoolers.
senior year of high school, and they were
Yeah.
like, "We're gonna eat Tide Pods." And
I
like,
was-
what the
I was
fuck
already-
are you guys on?
Yeah.
I had already failed out of college when that was happening.
Yeah, because you're old.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yep.
Wah, wah.
You guys, you probably don't remember this. Do you remember?
No.
No, you might. Do you remember when like the whole like clown thing was happening?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're not that young.
You're 5 years
But,
younger
like,
than me.
That's not.
That's like this much.
The clown thing happened like right around COVID, pre-COVID.
No.
Oh, it was 2016.
Yeah, I guess. I
Did
was
you
a
just pull
child.
that date out of thin air?
Can I just
That was like,
check that?
almost- I think that's 100% accurate because I was in college when it was happening and I started college in 2014.
God, you are old. Sorry.
Yeah, I graduated high school 2014.
2016.
Yeah, damn.
What, out
How
of
did you
your
remember that?
Because a lot
I
of things
saw
happened in
your eyes
2016.
glazed over. You looked, you looked off. Yeah, you were like,
Clown.
2016. I remember. I was like, what the
I like
fuck?
went through like a war flashback.
Yeah.
That
I with my
answers all the
friends
possibilities.
with my friends in college, we would go out clown hunting, like because that was the thing to do when that was happening. If you had a vehicle, you and
I
your
did-
friends were going out clown hunting.
I was getting my driver's license. No, I had it by then.
What? How old were we when it was 2016?
16.
I wasn't allowed to get my license until I was 18.
Why?
Because
Oh, girl.
because my parents are strict.
I think your parents knew that you probably couldn't drive, and they were right.
I got my learner's permit when I was 16.
So you had a learner's permit for 2 years?
Damn. I had my learner's permit for like 7 months.
Wait, what age were you guys when you could drive? Like
16.
for your
16.
state? Ours was 15 and a half.
Oh, you could drive at 15. You could get your learner's permit at 15, but you couldn't get your license until you were 16.
Okay.
No, permit and license were both 16 in New York.
Permit
Oh.
was 15 and a half. So then you
Very
had to go
specific.
through.
You have to
Yeah,
have your
I went
learner's
on
permit
my
for a
15
year.
and a half.
Oh no, in New York you had to have it 6 months.
No, you have to have it. For
That's
a year.
actually, I don't even think it's 6 months. I think it was you just had to have a specific amount of hours of driving with
Oh,
a
yeah.
supervised
Yeah.
licensed driver.
We had that in 9 months. Like,
I think mine was 6 because I had my driver's license before I was 17.
what type of car did you learn how to drive on? Oh, do you want to go?
My mom's
Oh.
van. my dad's
Just a
truck.
regular minivan.
I took my
Prius.
I took my driving test in my mom's van.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, in someone else, your car? You didn't take it in a random car?
No, I took it in my mom's van. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I took it in my parents' car.
I took it in the driving instructor's
Oh,
car.
fuck that. I hate
Oh,
that.
I was oh god, it was kind of like a generic, like regular
Yeah, Ford
SUV.
Focus.
Yeah.
No, it was like a
Toyota
RAV4,
Camry.
Oh,
like,
an SUV.
like a regular
Okay.
SUV type car.
Sick.
What do you drive now?
A Jeep
Yeah.
Wrangler.
Oh, I knew that.
I love the RAV though. I drove that.
Have a rev.
I drove the RAV.
I drove the RAV.
Back in the day.
Yeah, no, I took the test in my mom's van. And then my first car was a old car. 1970.
Dang.
Stick shift. Yeah. So I learned I learned to drive in an automatic, and then I immediately switched to a
over.
manual. And I had to learn how to drive that before my dad would even give me the car.
Dang. Well, yeah, you should know how to drive it
Yeah.
before you
And then
did
it took me so long to switch back to automatic. Like my car now is automatic. But the car I had right before this one, I've only had this car for 2 years.
Mhm.
The car I had directly before this one was a
I think you
a
say
stick shift.
car sounds funny.
How does he say? Car? I don't know.
Yeah.
I catch up.
Car.
Car.
I'm not talking for the rest of the episode. Car.
Yeah, you do. I didn't even notice it.
No, I don't. You all say car funny.
Car.
This is
Car?
dirt on my wall.
You have
Ew.
bug guts over there too.
Yes.
This looks like something dripped. What is that?
That's kind of
We're getting distracted. We're
You should
supposed to be
ask
asking you so
questions.
many different questions.
Yeah, I've been interviewing you.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in therapy right now.
Yeah, same.
How do Boy Scouts treat you? How do you feel now?
I just wish I was a good enough kid to get touched. And like I should be
Maybe-
looking at it like
maybe
my
I
scout
left you
masters
under the
were
tent
decent
for a
human
reason.
beings. Yeah, probably.
And then they
were like,
just
this
saw
kid-
you like having a party over there, and they're like, "Ah, it's
I
too
did
much
not have a
work."
party.
You were rolling around like a crazy man. They were like, "That's too much work."
I did rock in my sleep, like legitimately, like
Because
Do
they
you
probably
still
like
now?
rock
are
back.
mentally
I don't
unwell.
think I do now. I hope I don't.
Well, like, okay, are your sheets still in one place when you wake up? That's a good indication. Like, if your comforter is like all twisted.
Oh, my comfort. I move in my sleep still. I don't rock in my sleep.
Okay, what's the difference between moving, and rocking?
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
rocking, I think of like.
I legitimately would like rock back and forth.
Like
In
you
my
would
sleep.
sit up.
Nope.
Then what do you mean?
I would show you, but you guys will never let me live it down. But I will
If
create the
you-
best visual. My
If
sister
you're
sent me
sleeping,
my sister
How
sent
do
me
you
a
know
video.
how it looks?
My sister sent me a video of my nephew
Doing it.
of
Like
him the other day in his sleep. Where is this video? You continue talking and I will find this.
Do you want me to ask questions?
I found it.
Okay.
It's not a video, it's a picture. So that's how my nephew currently sleeps.
He's like on his stomach, right?
Yeah.
What's up?
Like a
Face down, ass up.
Yeah.
I would, in the middle of the night, somehow maneuver myself into this position
And then just
rock
like move
back and
forward.
forth.
I'm never letting you live that. down.
Exactly, yeah. And so that's like what I would do.
Yeah, they definitely walked in, saw you doing that, and I said,
That-
"That
that's-
kid's not getting diddled."
That they
I
didn't walk into
that
my.
right
They did not. You know how I know they didn't walk into my tent every night because my tent was tied closed every night.
How'd you end up outside?
Yeah,
The side flaps.
so they could still get in.
If you can get out,
They can get in.
I promise you, like the only way I got out was by rolling underneath it,
Yeah,
horizontal.
yeah.
They weren't climbing in, army crawling into my tent.
You never know.
I promise you, they weren't.
I mean, if there's a will, there's a way.
If you saw me moving, you'd know that it wasn't somebody messing with me.
Lauren,
Yes, go ahead.
Ready.
biggest fear.
Oh, what a change of topic.
I know, right?
Oh God.
That's literally just the first question. What
Why'd
the
you
heck?
crush that?
I don't know. That's crazy.
No. I mean, why'd you do that to it?
Oh, why wouldn't you?
Such an outcome.
All right. All right.
You know what we don't do in Florida that we do in other places that you probably have never done
Recycle?
this. Well, yes, but
Cycle.
return cans.
Oh.
So like in New York and many other states, including
used to do that.
Oh,
hold
that's
on.
not bad.
They usually label it on the top of the can.
I think Florida used to do that, and then they quit.
But in like Hawaii,
Fuck up.
you get like
Lauren,
5 cents back per can.
What's your biggest fear?
I don't want to give like a vague answer, but like the unknown, but in like
Yeah.
multiple categories. Terms like I'm not scared of the water or like sharks, but I don't like
When you can't
not
see.
knowing what's under the water when
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
deep, like murky water. And it's more of like, it's not that I'm afraid of like what's in the water, it's just the unknown. Like the fact that I don't know
Yeah.
that there's nothing in there.
Like if something brushes against your foot and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I also have like a really bad phobia of seaweed. So that's
You have a
problem.
phobia?
A phobia.
Look that up. What's that called? What's that? Phobia of seaweed.
I forget what it's actually called. But I don't like seaweed at all.
I mean,
And
I don't know that anybody, well, I was going to say, I don't know that anybody likes seaweed, but that is a blatant
You know
lie.
how people can like pick up the water and or pick up the water. Pick up the
Stop.
People can pick up the water?
yeah. No, they pick up the seaweed and like will throw it at you or like move it out of the way while they're walking.
You got some bad
I
friends.
yeah, well they
Yeah,
know I'm
phobia.
terrified of it.
What's it called? Ficchiophobia.
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 Phobia.
Yeah.
Ficchiophobia.
Like yeah,
I'm saying that 3 times fast.
Ficchiophobia, ficchiophobia, ficchiophobia. Eat shit.
That
Oh, it made me so happy.
You're so lucky that worked for you. Yeah, I
It's a toy boat.
probably I can't do it.
Whoa. How'd you do that?
I only said
Toy
toy boat one time.
I can't even say like the first. I have to say like
Toy
toy boat. I can't say it fast. Normal
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat.
toy boat.
Toy boy, toy boy, toy boy.
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead. You had
Yeah,
friends
that's
that
what
would
I'm
throw
like.
seaweed at you.
Yeah, they would throw seaweed at me or stuff like that. There's one time I went you know the Potomac River up in Virginia?
I do know it.
The very
yeah.
important.
I know about it. I've heard once or twice.
It's kind of an important river. Mount Vernon's on
You don't
there.
know it, do you? Oh, Jesus.
So Washington D.C. is
Yep.
like
the
on
capital of
right,
a country.
the very it like sits right next to the Potomac, and a lot of like it's very relevant in history, I guess. I don't know, but
Okay.
I live really close to it.
The Revolutionary War was like, right around.
That's where a lot of those ports were. I live right by all the forts and stuff.
Where in Virginia are you from?
Northern, like right by Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Does that help
I
you?
only
at
know
all?
like 3 places in
Didn't
Virginia.
George Washington love Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yep. That's
Big
why.
history guy.
That's why.
You know where I learned that?
History class.
National Treasure.
Oh, actually, yeah. All the places he goes, I've been a bajillion times.
Yeah.
Like that's just common sense. He drives down like the Parkway. That's 2 streets down from me. So yeah, that's my home, National Treasure. But what was I talking about?
Your biggest fear, seaweed.
Oh yeah, went jet skiing on the Potomac, and
There's seaweed in the Potomac?
yeah, there's
There's
like
seaweed everywhere.
Isn't it like,
just
it's not really
grass.
seaweed?
yeah, like there's grasses, there's just like natural
river
like
weed.
water, water plants, things like okay, yeah, it's that.
Oh.
And we had to dock the jet skis, and I was with my big, and she knew I hated seaweed, so she still made me do it. And we had to walk through like chest high seaweed. Like the water was like to here, and the seaweed was up to the water, and it was growing from the ground. We had to walk straight through it, pushing the jet skis up to like where you can like dock them and then raise them out of the water, like up against the boat, like a boat dock.
Yeah.
And traumatizing. I don't like it.
Is there a reason? Is it because it's slimy?
Yeah, I don't like the feeling.
Yeah.
I don't like
Texture.
that texture, that like meh.
I wouldn't really call it a fear of seaweed.
But it's not a fear, it's a phobia. There's a difference.
A phobia is like you can't like touch it.
Like
you're
trypophobia.
gonna-
Trypophobia
Let your
is
shit.
like you're not afraid of like small holes. It's that you're like you can't stand
I'm
looking
from
at it.
small holes.
And- you know what I mean? Trypophobia. Or any other kind of fear.
I'm
No, seriously, like you don't,
claustrophobic. I'm terrified of small spaces.
but you're not. That's like you're not scared.
Nope,
of it.
I'm scared.
I feel like you can be scared of your phobia, but your phobia you don't have to necessarily be scared of.
But
Like,
your phobia isn't scared of you, bitch.
No, but do you see what I
I'm
mean?
googling this.
Do you see what I? Do you
I thought
understand what
phobias were. I thought phobia meant fear.
But like some people have like random phobias that aren't like necessarily something scary, something that they just can't stand.
Really?
Yeah.
Like homophobes.
Phobia.
They hate the gays. They're not afraid of the gays. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, everyone.
That's like literally though. That's the best reference I can think of.
No, that's not.
A phobia is an anxiety disorder defined by an irrational, unrealistic, persistent, and excessive fear of an object or situation. Phobias typically result in a rapid onset of fear and are usually present for more than 6 months.
It has to be 6 months.
Symptoms: fear of an object
Like it's
or
not a phobia
situation.
until it's 6 months in.
Yeah, like
Change
you
license and
can't
stuff.
you can't just be kind of paranoid
What
for a little.
causes phobias? Past incidents or traumas?
Yeah, getting diddled.
So, but okay. back to trypophobia. How does that? What trauma?
Of small holes?
Yeah,
I
like
think
people
yeah.
get triggered by honeycombs or like spider
What?
eyes. Yeah.
Spider eyes are just freaky.
Well, no, but like if they see like a microscopic zoom in of like a fly,
Honeycombs are
or
sick.
honeycomb. Yeah, but that will trigger them.
Yeah, or
Or
like those
like-
toads that have.
Yeah, and I'm like,
You know
okay,
I'm
what
talking about.
trauma?
You know what I'm talking about, Kira?
What?
You know those there's like a toad that like births
Their
other
egg come
toads
out.
from its back.
It
and
doesn't
so it's
birth
back.
toads. It has eggs.
It births toads.
It lays
essentially.
eggs.
Yeah, but those are toads in the future. It
Are they
births
tadpoles?
toads.
They're tadpoles?
Are toads tadpoles first?
Ooh, yeah. Wait.
Oh, a 2017 study suggests that I don't know how to say it. Is a
Tryptophobia or trypophobia?
trypophobia.
Trypophobia?
Trypophobia. That's a
Is
fear
an
of small.
evolutionary response to alert a person to the presence of parasites or other infectious diseases.
It's all evolutionary. That's like the whole. You know about uncanny valley. You know what that is?
Yeah.
One theory is that
yeah.
the brain
you know what that
associates
is?
clusters of holes with danger. What?
Do you know what uncanny valley is?
No.
So that is like when something is like animated but looks human-esque. It like what's the prime example that everybody uses all the time? Ooh, I can't think of something. There's a example that it'll come to me in 10 minutes from now. But either way, it's this thing that like when you're watching something that's like animated or you see like a face in something and it makes you like uncomfortable, like to a point where you're like, I have like a fight or flight response to this. It's an evolutionary response. And people are like, it's disturbing that we like without realizing it, just like evolved to be afraid of something that looks human, but we know is not human, which makes us think, what the fuck was around back in the day that wasn't
Right.
human but looks human?
Hurting my brain so much.
Uncanny Valley, if you go down that rabbit hole, it's fucking crazy.
No, it makes sense though, because like there's a bunch of animals that are made to like look like something else, so animals know not to go after them as a like defense mechanism, like moths with their wings that look like a scary face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't go towards it. So that's why if it even looks like human but it's slightly off, that's like, oh, we shouldn't go near it.
The uncanny valley is a theory in aesthetics suggesting a humanoid object appearing almost but not exactly like a real human can evoke feelings of eeriness or revulsion rather than familiarity due to the object's proximity to reality, yet noticeable imperfections.
Huh.
So it's just like a evolutionary response to things that look human but are not.
That was trending like 3 months ago. With people doing
It,
the
like-
makeup to like make it look like it's a lot of the AI.
Yeah, it like
stuff.
comes in waves.
Yeah.
What's
The thing that's trending now? I forget how to pronounce it. It's like the abdominal strength or abdominal will of the human, where like no matter what, like humans will over. It's like, you know how we can't lift a car, but like if a pregnant woman or like a mom like has a like baby under this car, she'll be able to lift it. It's like the abdominal like will of like humans. Like we are only using like 50% of our actual strength. Like if you actually lifted at the gym, how much you could actually lift, all your bones would shatter.
kicks in.
Yeah, like all your bones would shatter and break, but you can lift like twice as much as you try
Just like
to.
you can bite your finger off technically.
Yeah,
but
just it's
you're
just
not
like
going-
that.
Your body won't
See,
let you.
Your brain stops you from
I'm
that. But
not-
your teeth.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you could, but like it's what I mean to say is like
that's the reason why like if you bite yourself, you're not gonna like
you bite yourself a lot.
bite. No, but
No,
I'm
but,
saying
like, you-
I'm
if
saying
you
like
get
if
somebody else-
I believe that I meant to. I'm not trying to correct what you're saying. I think we can bite our fingers off, but you know that people or that thing that people say that they're like, oh, it takes as much force to bite through a carrot as it does a finger. I don't think that's accurate
that seems too easy.
because I've bitten through a carrot before, obviously, but like
Because I think it's times I've
bone.
like smashed my fingers versus smashing a carrot.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
What's our next question?
this one is an example, by the way.
That's not very.
It's not a good
entertaining,
example.
though.
There was one example that I'm like really trying to think of, and I cannot remember what it is. It will come to me.
Joe, what's your next question?
My next question is, I'll do the island question. If you were stranded on an
You
island,
know this?
Yeah, we
Oh,
talked
okay.
about it, but then you're like, don't say it. Don't.
Yeah,
we
don't
put
give
it
an
on podcast,
answer.
That was like a month ago, and I was like,
You don't
I
remember
think
your
about
answers,
it,
yeah.
but now I don't remember it.
so you're stranded on an island for a year.
Right.
You will be rescued. There is water for you on the island. You do have to go and get said water.
Okay.
There is also food on the island, but you have to get the food.
Right.
Whether
There's
it's fruit
fruits,
or
there's
you have to go
animals,
fishing, you have to
whatever.
catch an animal. Yeah. What 3 things are you gonna bring with you?
I'd probably bring a machete
Oh,
Oh.
just so I can build like a
gotta
shelter.
break open those coconuts.
I can
No.
break open the coconuts much easier. I can, if I catch an animal, much easier. Fruit, I can slice the fruit or whatever, peel off things. Shoot, I don't know.
Polar Express. That's the example that everybody uses all the time. The animation.
so terrifying.
That's
You know that
valid.
All the same actor.
It's all Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all Tom
But I
Hanks.
love that movie, but everybody's like, no, it's Uncanny
No,
Valley. They look too real. Sorry, continue.
No, it's fine.
That's
But that's
fine.
one of those things where you picture it looks great, and then you go back and rewatch the movie when you're older, and you're like, wow,
Oh,
this
hey.
looks
I watch that
so
movie every
bad.
year.
Do you really?
That's one
Is
of my
that
favorite
your
movies.
Christmas movie?
White Christmas is my Christmas movie.
Interesting.
Christmas movie. But
The
Polar
Grinch
Express
is
is a
mine.
close. Grinch is
Which one?
Grinch.
The
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Okay,
one.
good. Okay, good answer.
Benedict
good answer.
Cumberbatch one.
I watch Nightmare Before Christmas religiously for Halloween and for Christmas.
Classic.
I watch
Yeah,
it
have
twice
to.
a year and only done
Yeah.
this 2 times.
Anyway, so machete.
So machete, I like. Do products run out? I know you had this
Like
discussion
if you
with
bring
Peppa.
lotion,
I mean, like sunscreen. Like, would it be one bottle and
you
then
can
I
have
buffed
a
after-
year's supply of sunscreen.
Okay, so I probably do a year's supply of sunscreen.
Gotta keep that skin nice.
Yeah, dude. No, because think like a burn sucks, and you'd have nothing to like
True.
soothe it, and you don't have much. Like if you don't get a good shelter or like you're stuck in the rain, like that could really mess up your skin. Like a serious sunburn where you like get like the boil. No, I don't want to deal with that. Maybe.
Wow.
This
Maybe
really
some-
thought out.
Put some thought in
I
it.
know. Well, I've had a month to think about it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's valid.
I would probably bring a hammock. Would be my third.
That's a really good one.
Because then I don't have to sleep on the ground. I can like sleep wherever or move or travel. Very nice,
good,
very
yeah.
nice effect. And if need be, it can. It's like a multi-tool because it's like a tarp. So like I have to hang food high.
Oh, you're not bringing like a rope hammock. You're bringing like a fabric hammock.
Yeah.
No, I mean like
Oh.
rope hammock?
Yeah, you know the ones that have like the
I meant one of those like
Poles?
one of those
Like
ones that's like
scaffolds.
the like swishy material.
yeah, like parachute material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean one of those. But
Yeah.
then like if you need to go travel, you can put all your food in it, hang it high so like bears or big
Bears. What island are you on?
I don't know. I'm from Virginia. There's bears there. There's
Yeah,
bears
there's
here.
bears here. There was a
So-
bear in my old neighborhood once.
There you
And
go.
bears can swim too.
So I would hang it up, but also
Okay.
from other
What's your point?
animals.
Bears can swim to the island. So
Bears cannot swim across the ocean, Kira.
How far away from civilization?
Far enough that it's a deserted island.
So it's
Okay.
not bears. swimming
No,
it's
there.
not Bear Island.
not
Okay.
bear country.
Not bear.
Not Bear Country.
Well,
Not
still,
bear
if I
country.
need to tie up my food for any reason to prevent
Yeah.
whatever, I could use it, or I could just hang high, or I could travel and still have a bed.
From
where I go.
Wild boars. There's pigs on islands.
Like other animals, like if I just leave it on the ground,
Something's gonna get to it.
something's gonna get to it. At least putting it in the air. is
Something ate my
something.
grapes out of my garden today.
Womp
Could have been my
womp.
dog. I hope it's not.
You grew grapes? You
Yeah.
grow grapes?
Yeah, well, I was.
What
I
kind?
blackberries are
Shut the
flowering.
fuck up. Their technical name I think is Catawba grapes. They're just like purple grapes.
Are they good?
They were.
But they're all gone.
The
Not a
entire
single one.
bushel
They
is
all got
gone.
plucked. It probably was your
Something.
dog.
I hope it's not my dog because then he'll be dead
That's
by the end of the
gonna be
day.
Awful. Is that bad for dogs? Grapes are dogs.
Grapes are toxic.
Really?
Like super toxic. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Don't give your dog. You don't have dogs.
I
You
don't
have
have
cats. You're a big cat. Let's jump on that. You have 2 cats,
I
right?
do have 2 cats.
black cats.
I have 2 black cats.
Why?
Little spooky cats.
Why do you choose black cats?
I wanted to get a different coloring than any cat I've had before.
How many cats have you had?
Like growing up, we had 2 orange tabbies, and then after them, we had 2 like black and white cats, kind of like that one, and then
That
with-
one.
Sleeping over there on the
Yeah,
chair right now.
really?
I can see his
the one
toes.
is just- 2 black and white cats similar to that marking, and then a tuxedo. And so then I was like, okay, now I can get like maybe an all black cat, and then next I probably would get like a white cat
Like all
or
white.
a calico. Yeah, like
Yeah.
an all white or calico. I don't know.
No tabbies?
I mean, yeah, like or a tabby. I just don't like. I feel like once you've gotten a cat, like I can't imagine getting another cat that looks the exact same as my previous cat
It would be too
because of
hard.
like guilt.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
Like
I'm
you
just being
replaced it,
replaced.
yeah.
I feel like I'm replacing it versus getting a different cat. It's like, oh, it's just a new member of the family.
Yeah.
Versus this is like, oh, I lost one orange cat. I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
brand new orange cat that looks exactly.
You probably know this already. Black cats are like the least adopted
That too.
cat.
Do y'all know what happens to black cats in October?
Yeah.
There's like a ton of people that will adopt them, like messed up people, to do like rituals and satanic stuff, especially during October. And so like shelters are super,
Super strict about
They're
pets during October.
they're super like in depth when talking to you when you want to adopt like a black cat, especially during October, because they're like making sure you're not gonna go like
Yeah, you're not some
fuck up this
psychopath.
cat. Yeah. And so and they are the least likely to be adopted because people are so superstitious.
Yeah, it's
so that
so
was
weird.
another reason
I would
why I
love
wanted
an
to
all
get
black
it.
cat.
They're really great.
So
There's nothing
cute.
wrong. It's very sad.
Oh.
I think that my parents' black cat is like a reincarnation of like the devil or something like that. She's insane.
Really?
She's
Mine are
fucking
monsters.
bitch.
Mine are monsters.
You know
Why?
what cat I really want someday in the future? A Maine Coon.
I have Maine Coons at home.
yeah.
That's the ones I have
I
at
think
home.
that she's related to like a Maine Coon because she's so fluffy.
The long
See,
hair.
Vega's not big, but she is fluffy like a Maine Coon,
Mhm.
and she's got that really long hair. It's beautiful. I love it. And I want big.
They're
I want a
huge.
big cat.
They're huge. Ours at
I'm gonna
home
get a
are
tiger.
huge. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
If you were to take home any like
Big cat.
big animal, what would you want as a pet? Realistically,
Wolf.
like not realistically, like, oh, it'd be
A
cool to have
giraffe.
it. Like realistically taking care of and dealing with.
What? Did you say fucking
You
giraffe?
would do a giraffe. You would want to deal with the maintenance of a giraffe.
A
Where are you
20
gonna
foot tall
put it?
goat.
This is. Hold on. Hold on.
I would say like
We're not gonna put
realistically.
any huge animals.
Well, if I take a
First of
wolf,
all.
that's pretty easy to maintain.
That's easy.
But I
you
think that
could.
doesn't count as like a big animal.
Have you
I mean,
seen a
they're
wolf
huge, yeah.
How big is a wolf?
But I thought we were talking
compared
like,
to Darwin?
Yeah.
Fucking massive.
Is it like yay high?
You're sitting on a couch right now, so yay high is only.
Yay high seems really big. I
If you
feel like
if you get like a legitimate like wolf, like
yeah, they're massive.
wolf, it's fucking they're tall. as
really,
shit, yeah.
I didn't know they're so
If
big.
I had the means to take care of a giraffe, I would
probably take
get
care
a
of it.
giraffe.
If I had to pick something that's not like super close to a dog, I would go with. Fuck! I just keep going back to wolf.
I would go with a
Oh,
bear.
bear. I was saying bear.
I would definitely want.
Those little
I would like a
fucking
grizzly
ears.
bear.
Oh, I want to snuggle with a bear so badly. I think I could without getting mauled.
Yeah,
Pandas are easy.
I
You
think
could,
so.
you could
Oh,
snuggle with a
pandas
panda.
are that's different.
Pandas are. It's a miracle they're still alive.
I would definitely.
Pandas
like
are
to have
so
a
dumb.
little
Also,
grizzly bear.
I.
We lost our pandas, but we're getting them back.
Who's we?
America.
Oh. Yeah. Aren't all of them owned?
Yes, Americans.
Aren't all of them owned by China?
Yeah, no, our last two over in San
Why do
Diego.
you still have a tag on your
I left the
shirt?
tag on in case it didn't fit, and then I didn't take it off, and now I realize with how much I'm sweating sitting here, that this is
Yeah,
sticking
you
in my
got
back.
me really excited talking about the bears.
I want.
Yeah, I would take a bear.
Yeah.
Red pandas are cute.
Red
too.
pandas are when they eat.
Oh,
Their little,
yeah.
with their paws.
They're so cute.
I love
So
red
fucking
pandas.
cute.
They're precious.
But like
But also,
black bear.
They're yeah.
Black bear, yeah.
Wait, I want to know this question.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah, for
I
you.
don't know.
It's the deer or goose one.
Oh fuck yeah. 100 this matters. This is the most,
Oh,
we should have ended with this, but this is the most important question
Yeah,
asked
it's
today.
the most important question. So if you're like walking down the sidewalk or a street or whatever, you've got on one side a deer that is absolutely gonna fucking wreck your shit,
sure.
or a goose that's gonna absolutely fucking wreck your shit. But you have to choose one of them to fight. Which one would you choose? Like you don't have to fight the other one. You just have to go towards one.
Wait, it's 1v1 for both.
1v1. You
1v1.
either fight the deer or you fight the goose. Who are you fighting?
And they're both like
Is it a male deer?
we decided on that
I think
at
so.
one point.
Like
I
a buck that actually has like
Antlers.
antlers, yeah.
I used to call those anchors when I was little
Anchors.
because I didn't know what they were. I was like, because we were
anchors.
they had anchors. Anyways, antlers or
We had decided it did have
Think-
antlers.
Yes, because my brother said he would. I'm giving you my brother's answer. He said if the deer started charging at him, he would grab it by the antler and ride off into the sunset on him.
oh,
And so I was like, well, then it's got antlers, so it's a male deer.
that's definitely a cop out, but okay.
Yeah, well, it's also hilarious that he thinks he could grab a fucking deer by the antlers and hop on its
Yeah.
back and then bareback that shit into the wilderness.
That's like someone being like,
Yeah.
I confidently could bullfight. Like, there's no way.
No, I couldn't.
I could.
I think.
Do you confidently think you could?
Wait.
I
Hold
think
on. Deer or goose question.
Yeah, okay. We'll jump back to bullfighting in a second.
How big are
Geese?
Geese are, like, probably
Geese are about
this
2 feet.
tall.
Are you? No.
Like,
I'm
with
not
the
talking
long
about.
neck?
I'm not talking about like a white goose. I'm talking about a Canada goose.
Honk, honk, honk.
Was it like the
Like the
black neck and the
classic-
gray body?
Yeah, the classic Canada
That
goose.
tallish?
They're not that tall.
They're not that tall.
Maybe like that tall. Okay, whatever.
I think I would.
What is the height of a Canada goose? 30 to 43 inches. Oh wait, that's in length. Oh wait, that's wingspan. Yeah, length. 30 to 43 inches. What is that? Almost
That's
almost
almost
3
3
feet.
feet. So a yard.
So what I said.
But is
Eat
that fully
dicks.
extended? Do you have a measuring tape? Yeah. Get
Just
that
in
shit
case,
out.
you know.
Get that shit out. Is that fully extended though?
That's
Like it.
That's from head to toe. What
What,
I
yo?
fucking said. I
no shot a
said
goose is
that.
that big. I've never seen a goose that big in my life.
Ain't no way.
You're fucking insane. I've seen.
See, that
geese
makes me
bigger than
question
that.
my answer because I was gonna.
That makes me
choose
question
goose.
my
Yeah.
answer.
I thought I could like punt the goose, but I don't know.
You
That's
grab
that's
it
like
by its
that's
neck, and then you.
yeah. I feel like that's not that hard. I feel like
No.
the deer is harder to fight, like take down. I could avoid it. I'd probably win, but the goose fight would be quicker.
Yeah, those
I know what
motherfuckers
it
are
looks like.
huge.
Canada geese range from 75 to 110 centimeters, 30 to 43 inches in length, and have a 50 to 73 inch wingspan. 73 inches. How big is that? Paul, keep going. Keep going. Slow down, right?
No shot.
Are you fucking
No
kidding me?
shot.
That goes at least another 2. How many feet past the TV is that? Foot and a half?
Like, that's bigger than my wingspan.
That's got to be bigger than my wingspan, right? That's a 6 foot 1 inch wingspan for a goose.
Your wingspan is the
It's
same as your height.
So my wingspan is 72. A goose's wingspan is 73. Up to the biggest goose.
You didn't like think about that. I knew that.
You
You
knew the
knew?
goose. A
I didn't know
goose.
the exact, but I'm like, they're massive. Why are you staring at my soul right now?
I don't have anything else to say.
I like how everybody was like, no, a goose isn't that fucking big. And I'm like,
I guess
Yeah,
maybe,
it's
maybe
big.
our like traditional like neighborhood geese or something.
Okay, but hold on. They only weigh up to
They don't-
max 14 pounds.
yeah, they don't weigh a lot.
Oh,
You can
yeah, I'm
pick one
choosing the
up.
goose.
I know you can pick one up. I just we need to know how much they weigh. So they might have big wings.
It's mostly their neck is huge. They've
Like
got
long neck.
thick
Yeah, but
bodies,
Canada-
like
Canada
big
geese
necks.
don't have the biggest necks.
They don't have
You're
the
talking like
biggest,
like
obviously.
a white goose. I don't
Like a
even know what those
swan.
are.
What?
Oh shit. No, geese can be white.
Can't be white, but you're thinking of a swan.
Yeah, swans have a thick neck, dog. Those are shit. They will fuck. I would choose deer over swan. Swans
Really?
are angry.
Look at these motherfuckers. I could fucking drop
That's
that thing.
nothing.
Jesus Christ. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a okay.
I thought they had longer necks. I know you're thinking of like the curved neck swan. That's not what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
This is the thing I'm really thinking of, where they
Oh,
got
it's
like that
got, like-
bend in the and the horn on the
What is that for? It looks like it's about
I'd
it's mating purposes, I'm sure, yeah.
I'd still take that over a deer.
Yeah, I would choose that over the deer.
This one only weighs 9 pounds.
It's small.
I'd probably pick this one. Either way, so what's your final answer?
Goose.
Goose, 100%.
That's the correct answer.
That's
Ow,
like
your
easy.
rings.
Yeah, it seems like the obvious choice, right?
Like I can understand the thought process between both, but I feel like it is much easier.
Yeah. Would you be shocked to know that most people on this podcast have said deer?
Deer.
Really?
Because how
What are
many
they-
videos have you seen of a goose attacking a person?
A lot.
Oh, I
More
guess
than one.
because they're territorial.
Right. How many videos of a deer have you seen attacking a person?
No, that's true. That's true.
Exactly.
So they-
that's the thing, is they're like, well, the deer will run away. I go, no.
No, you are
The deer
fighting.
you have to fight.
They
yeah.
are. You are purposely
Yeah.
fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
I'd still choose a goose. That's
And deer
crazy.
can be territorial.
Yeah.
I think like at one point the question or the technicalities had been like a female deer, because if you go near a
female
yeah,
deer.
if you go near a baby deer, what are those called? Fawn?
Fawn.
If you go near a fawn, the mother, the doe, is gonna get fucking pissed and is more
Yeah.
likely to want to do something to you.
But that was like my next question was like, if it's a male or is it a mom?
Yeah, I think males can be territorial sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Not even deer I've experienced. My dad and I chase deer when we're in the truck. We live on a farm back home, so there's deer on the farm.
A farm.
trying to eat our fucking plants.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. So we fucking
Yeet.
gas that shit and chase those deer into the fucking
That's so sad.
what? Fuck those deer.
Why?
They fucking suck. I hate deer.
They're eating your food, but it's
Yes.
food looking like a nice buffet laid out for them.
They look like a nice buffet to me.
Okay,
You
then
like
eat
venison?
them.
I've
You
never
cook it
actually had
yourself?
it.
Well, okay.
I've had deer
It's
jerky,
so good.
but that's about it.
Venison is actually really good.
I've had jerky. I've had like venison
Mm.
jerky.
Actual deer is really good.
Yeah. See,
I hate it because there's
there's
so
actually
few-
like a deer problem in. I don't know if it's in all of New York, but in Buffalo, there's a deer
Really?
like
Too much?
overpopulation problem because people keep feeding them.
Yeah.
So now there's too many. They're not afraid of people anymore. People are hitting deer left, right, and center. There was a fucking dead deer outside my house the other day not the other day, last time I went
I
home.
was like the other day.
The other fucking day, just
Yeah,
yesterday. There was a deer
different-
outside my house.
I was
Just
in
in
New York.
Buffalo. That's crazy.
Yeah. So like I've like grown up just like despising deer and their existence, and then I
Interesting.
see people like the first time or like anytime they're like driving down the road, they see a deer, they're like, "Stop the car! It's a deer!" And I'm like, "Fucking, it's a deer! I see
Yeah.
them on my
Right.
farm every day."
I think I
That's crazy.
slammed my brakes for a squirrel at least 3 times this past weekend.
Oh, I would straight
Really?
up.
Fucking
Have
insane.
y'all ever hit an animal?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't.
I cried.
I hit a deer.
I saw
Damn, really?
Yeah, I didn't like.
I had a fucking bird.
You know, hit it.
Like one of those really tall white birds. I hit one of those on
Hit a
accident.
swan,
No. No.
like an ibis.
Yeah. Like
Oh
one
yeah,
of
fuck
those.
that bird.
But
You know what I did hit
No,
one
it's an
time?
ibis.
Go ahead, sorry.
It was like a really tall, like it was a heron, like a massive guy. Yeah, he like stepped out in the middle of the road, and I like on the highway smacked him,
Oh,
and he
that
like
thing was-
flipped over my car and
Fuck.
everything. I'm like
I would have sobbed.
screaming, and then
I
I
would
started
stop.
sobbing, and I had
Yeah.
to pull
No.
over, and I was like, I cannot believe I just fucking did that.
So the time I hit a deer, all I did was like clip its foot. It was running across the road, and my car, like the side of like the front corner of my car caught like its back hoof as it was like, and I was like, it was fine. It like continued running.
I hate.
But the bird that I hit, I was driving. This was back
Did it
in.
make your car smell like dead fish? Because that's what my car smelled like
The
after.
deer?
No, the bird.
No, I hit a turkey.
Because it ate a lot of fish and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
My car smelled like dead fish
no,
for
so
like
I
a month.
hit
It
I
was
hit a
bad.
turkey.
Yeah, I went through like a car wash daily because it was so
Damn.
bad. It was horrible.
That shit was in your grill.
Yeah.
But I so I was
Freaking
driving.
great.
This was back in like 2020. It might have been like just before COVID. My ex-girlfriend at the time was down here visiting me.
Mm.
And her car got towed. So we were going to pick up her car from the place. And as we're driving there, I'm like going by SeaWorld. There were like fucking 6 turkeys crossing the road. I've told this story before on the podcast, but not while Kira was on it. There's 6 turkeys crossing the road, and some of them hang back. And by some, I mean 5 of them decided, hey, this isn't a good idea. There's cars coming. Let's hang back. One of them
Right.
was like, I can make it.
Sure.
I'm going. So he commits.
This is the full conversation you listened in.
Yeah, they were chatting.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm committing. So he does. So he commits. And I go, I'm driving. And I go, I'm committing. Murder. The car next to me.
You intentionally.
The car next to me, I see him slow down because he sees these birds on the side of the road and one of them crossing. So he slows down. The car's behind me. They all slow down. I go, fuck this bird. I'm not slowing down for a stupid ass turkey that decided now's a good time to cross the road. So I didn't speed up. I maintained my 50 miles an hour down the road. And this turkey's trying to speed up to get a
Poor guy.
and so like here I am, here's my ex-girlfriend, and she goes, oh my God, closes her eyes, and this turkey's like right here, like here's the edge of my car, right? Turkey's like right there, and I went boom, and you just see feathers fly everywhere, and I go, yep, got him.
No wonder she's your ex now. Oh my
She forgot even before that. And so I go,
She's
yep,
like, you
got
could-
him. She's like, what the fuck? And I look back, and all the other cars have stopped completely.
Yeah,
Stopped dead in their
in
tracks.
shock.
He went actually, after I hit him, he went running back the other way towards the rest of his friends and family.
Yeah.
And so he was fine, I assume. There was no
I
dead turkey when I
definitely
came
did
back
not
the other
make it
way.
back.
But no, he did.
He's like, you guys will never believe what just happened. And he's like half naked. He's got like 3 feathers left.
So many feathers. And the thud that happened.
Oh,
I expected to see a dent on my car. There was no dent, but
that's
I
insane.
died laughing in the moment. It was the funniest thing I think that's ever happened to me. while driving my car.
That's awful.
It was
horrible.
hilarious.
No,
This
I could
fucking idiot
never.
turkey decided it's a good time to cross the road.
Turkey.
Yeah, they're fucking dumb, so he deserved to get hit.
Yeah, but we put the road on his
But
land.
he
Oh,
survived.
Period. What she said.
He survived.
You don't know
You
that?
don't know that.
Listen, I would have
crawled
seen,
off
Could
and
have
like
been his adrenaline going.
I would have seen
Yeah.
a dead turkey when I drove back the other way.
Not if he had crawled in
There were no
woods.
woods around. It was all road.
grass.
Grass.
Turkey bigger than grass.
Vultures.
Vultures don't eat a turkey in 2 hours.
Could have.
We usually wait for till it's more dead.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question. My turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Remember our conversation earlier? I literally already have to pee for like the 20th time today.
I know.
Yeah.
20th.
Insane.
Isn't this only time number 5?
No, this should be roughly around.
You said 6 or 8? 8. You
I
said
said
8.
8. This is
This is a good one. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh, I don't like when people stand too close to you. Yeah, I don't like when people stand. I like when people stand too close to you in lines or like queues when they don't need to. Like not like when you are told to like fill in all the space, that's fine. But when you're just like standing in line at like the grocery store
And somebody's
and
like,
someone's right up on your ass
yeah.
or like talking
You know
like
who it always is? Little old people. Little old
Yeah.
ladies is what I was trying to say, but old
that
people just came out.
couples. Couples are always bumping
They're-
into you because they're facing each other,
Yeah.
not facing you.
Busy macking on each other.
Yeah. And I hate when people get too close. And I was in line at the Lego store the other day, and this exact
Nice
thing
thing.
happened. Yeah, I got the the tuxedo cat Lego set.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Riley and I were there the other day, and we were looking for the Milky Way,
Oh yeah.
and they didn't have it.
You
They were
gotta
sold
call,
out.
you gotta call ahead and reserve it. Just like that. Call. You gotta call ahead and hold it. Call it 8
I didn't know
a.m.
you could do that.
Yeah, if you call at 8 a.m., which is before they open, you can say, hey, can you hold,
One.
you know, the Millennium Falcon? And they'll be like, yep, like give your name, number, and then you show up and say, hey, I have a Lego set on hold. Show up later in the day and they'll bring it out for you.
Shit.
Yeah. So that's what I normally
Riley,
do.
did you catch that?
Awkward. Yeah, so that's what I normally do. But I was there in line and there was a couple behind me and they were standing right behind me. And the guy even like mentioned me. He's like he just brought up like he kept like kind of shaking his coffee. He's like, this girl's probably annoyed that like I keep spilling my coffee near her. And I was like in my head, I was like, yeah, I am. You shouldn't be fucking
Yeah, I
spilling
fucking
your
am.
You shouldn't.
Are you like on that same note? Are you a confrontational person?
Yes. Like not to strangers, but like to
Okay.
people I know. Yeah.
You'll confront them if something's up.
Yeah. Like
If
it.
you got
Yeah.
beef, you're gonna. No, I wouldn't say that I am. I like, especially not strangers. I will never.
I'm very confrontational to strangers.
Are
Like,
you
I'm
re-
never gonna fucking see them again. So why the fuck
Really?
not?
I couldn't. I just feel like everyone's probably having a worse day than me, so I shouldn't bitch or moan, you know? Like they're
Nobody's
probably-
having a worse day than I am.
You know what I mean though? Like I wasn't gonna like turn around and be like, can you not stand towards me? Because then it just like makes everything awkward. You know? Like
I mean, like,
then
I'll
we're
say
still
it
waiting in line for the
nicely.
next hour.
I'll say it nicely. the
Yeah, I
first time.
suppose. What would you have said in that moment?
In what moment? If like
If you
the
were her.
coffee person, was he like actively spilling it on you?
Like just around my feet. Like maybe one drop got on my shoe, but like he just kept and it was like the condensation too. Like it was just like actively splashing.
I don't know that I would have said anything in that scenario. I
Mhm.
might have like if it got on me, I think I would have looked at him and been like, "Can you please back up?"
Yeah.
But like,
Damn.
I
but
don't
like,
think I could.
if it didn't get on me, then I wouldn't.
I don't know that I could hang out with you in public.
You do hang out with me in public.
Yeah, but like not in like a setting where you'd ever have to confront
I'm one
somebody.
of those bitches that if I'm like at a club or something and people start bumping into me when I'm too drunk, I'm like, "Can you fucking watch it?"
Really?
I could.
I get so
Like, say
I don't
excuse me.
I
least,
was at a
you know?
bar one time in college, and my friend got he got bumped by this drunk idiot. She bumped into him, and so as a result, he then bumped into another girl,
Mhm.
and she turned around, full drink on both of us.
See,
I was
I
like,
get
I'm
it.
just standing here.
Yeah.
No, I'd give it a
I
second.
was-
I'd look
oh,
at
I
them and
was
be like,
livid.
"Can you at least say excuse me?" And if they like gave me attitude back, I'd be like, "Okay, fuck you."
If I was with you, I would
That's
turn and walk the other way.
crazy.
I
Okay.
like other people other people interacting with other people bothers me. Like, here's a prime example.
That social anxiety.
Yeah,
coming back.
If I'm at a restaurant, and food comes out and it's not how I
You're not
ordered
gonna
it,
do
I'm not going
that.
to say anything ever.
Oh, I will.
If the person I'm with says something the urge to get up and leave the restaurant
Yeah.
is so strong.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, it's right, like if I order something with no cheese, which is how I typically order it, because I don't have a fear of cheese, I just don't like
I don't like
cheese.
cheese either, so I have to order everything without cheese.
If eat shit.
I
If
love cheese.
if I order
can't
something without
stand
cheese and it
it.
comes with cheese, I go, okay, I guess I'm scraping the cheese off, or I'm
Yeah.
suffering through this cheese.
Yeah.
If somebody else at that table goes, excuse me, he ordered no cheese, go fuck yourself.
I wouldn't say
Yeah, I
it
hate
for somebody else.
that.
You're on your fucking own if you get something
Okay.
ordered.
See?
But
I don't like when
say
people
her
Other
fuck up
love-
for me.
other people will.
I've had
No.
people be like,
People
"Oh,
have done it for me
it's
before.
like,
Oh,
no,
nope.
it's fine.
It's
like
fine,
I'm not
'cause I
gonna
don't want
die.
spit in my food.
It'd be different. Yeah, it'd be different if it was like an allergy where like
Yeah.
and if that's the case, then I just won't eat. I'll just let it sit there and eat around like eat just the fries
There
or
was
something.
one time I was at a restaurant. This was in high school. I was at a restaurant and I was with all my friends and they all ordered. I ordered, and it was like right before. It wasn't like right before they closed, but like it was like the last hour and a half, 2 hours of them being open. We all get there, we order. By the time we're done eating and the bill comes out, or the bills come out, they had already closed.
Mhm.
My meal never came, and I said nothing.
Oh, I
for
would
the
have said something.
entire meal.
I would have said
She comes
something.
out, she's like handing out the receipts, and she's like, I got mine. She goes, did you never get your food? And I was like, no, but it's fine, really. Like I had
Mhm.
bites, like I had their salad or whatever. And she was like, why didn't you say anything? I was like, it's fine, it's not a big deal. She goes, well, you don't have to pay, like I'm gonna like don't worry
I'm
about
from a
it.
server's perspective, I would be like, please fucking tell me.
Oh, of
Because I got
course.
so many other things
Oh,
going on.
See,
in
I
my
don't think
brain.
that's like an
Help me.
inconvenient of you being like, actually I ordered it. Like them not bringing your food at all, I would have still just been like, hey,
Yeah,
like what,
but, like-
how long do you think that this will take? You know, I would have
Yeah.
been like, can you bring out my food? I would have been like, hey, like is the grilled
Is it
chicken
still on its
sandwich?
way?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I just sat there for the hour and a half
half.
while all my friends ate, and I had like a salad from like one of my other
Absolutely not.
friends.
Nope.
Because they all realized, like, say something. And I go, no, I'm not, like, because back then, like nowadays, if that were to happen to me, I would say something to the
Yeah.
waiter or waitress.
Right.
But back then in high school, my anxiety was so much worse,
That's
and I could
crazy.
never have said anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, so I just sat there, and then I didn't have to pay, which was nice. But she was like, why didn't you say anything? And I was like, because I was too afraid. I was
Aw.
terrified. I could, oh my God. I was like, it's fine.
That's crazy.
Nope. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it couldn't be me. I would have.
And it would take a lot in me now to still do that. Like I would do it, but it would take all of the courage
Right.
I have.
Now I'm much easier, but like if it has cheese, I'll accept it and just eat it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
When I
If
was
someone
little,
comes
I
up with
just
cheese-
wouldn't eat it, or like my mom would have sent it back for me
Yeah.
or whatever. But now I'm like,
I
it
think
has
that's where my anxiety from it started. My mom would send my food back all the time when it came out with cheese on it, even though I ordered no cheese. She goes, yeah, he ordered this with no cheese. Could you? I'm like,
You're like, no.
I'm so sorry. And so now if I'm like out with friends or, you know, with Riley or anything like that,
Right.
and somebody was like, Riley would never do it, but like if somebody in my friend group was ever like, he ordered that, I'm like, fuck yourself.
Yeah, yeah, that would stress me.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's what I got.
Do we want to do trivia?
No, let's do a couple more questions.
Well, Lauren has to leave.
I have to pee.
Oh,
Lauren has to leave, and she
we
has
can
to
pause
go.
this.
Can we pause
You
it?
can pause this and you can pee.
Bye.
I'll pee really
Kira's back. Lauren's back in the bathroom.
fast. Back.
Okay.
It's like falling.
we're all like,
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, it's your turn with a question. Do you want to go with one of the others or one from the internet?
I think one from the internet.
From the internet.
Oh,
Oh,
there's dog hair all over my phone.
Yeah, I can't wait to come.
Yeah.
Juicy podcast question.
Juicy.
Lay it on me. This feels like those slumber parties.
What's a secret you've never told anyone?
No.
I have nothing
kidding.
like that.
Oh wait, actually,
Oh.
The one right
do you
up
feel
from that.
comfortable doing that?
Ooh,
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I have to. Yeah, no.
No?
It's
Okay,
probably
okay,
not
okay.
appropriate.
Everything's appropriate on this
Yeah,
podcast.
no, it's you can say whatever. If you want
Go
to.
for it. Now you have to, because the audience is gonna be
Okay.
wondering.
Okay, so
I'll like barely describe.
yeah, you don't have to like give us the juicy
I won't give you
details.
details.
but,
Give as
like,
many
It's
details
dramatic though.
for you or for the other person.
Me.
Okay, so the question is, wait, where did it go? What was your most embarrassing dating experience?
Like, it's like not even embarrassing, but I don't know. Maybe it's embarrassing because like I laugh that I put myself in these situations.
Oh, duh.
Oh God, I'm scared.
It's called trauma.
Trauma.
No, I literally like got like choked out in Disney Springs parking lot in like one of the parking garages.
After a date?
Yeah, after a first date.
This was non-consensual choking, right?
No, I just wasn't like expecting that on a first date, and that's he just like went for it, and then he like
So
wasn't
you'd expect
stopping.
it on like second, third.
I mean, yeah, don't we all?
So can we have the context, please?
Wait.
No, we were just kissing, and then he just like started went for it and like slamming against the car, and it got really, really aggressive. And I was like, it like went from like 0 to like 100. And the reason why I say it's embarrassing is because it's in fucking Disney Springs
Orange Garage.
Orange Garage, where there's actively like families like leaving and like stuff. And I like couldn't do anything because he's like 6'6" and like pinned me against the car. And I couldn't speak because I couldn't breathe because I was being choked. So I was just like, wait, what do I fucking do? Like, I don't know what to do right here. And I'm kind of like, I laugh at it now because I'm like, what?
What was
Yeah.
the dates prior to that?
Like just walking around Springs, like going to get like drinks and stuff. And we just like kind of like shopped and stuff, like something really chill.
Was that part good?
Not really.
Oh,
Yeah. I like no.
No.
It just totally escalated.
Where'd you meet the guy?
Hinge.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's where I went wrong. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't been
That's really interesting.
yeah,
how many
What the
that's
hell?
fucking wild.
how many
dude.
dating
So-
app dates? This is a question for both of you. How many dating app dates have you been on?
I've lost count.
Holy fuck.
I have genuinely lost count of the number of first dates I've ever been on in my life.
Really?
Like I can't
I can count on probably one hand the number of first dates I've been on.
really.
I've had more girlfriends than I've had first dates.
Wait, no. So
I've been on
That's-
one on a dating app and that's it. And
Really?
now we're just friends.
really,
Yeah.
I'm like a serial dater. Like not long dater, but like
There you go, guys.
Yay! It's not me anymore. It's Lauren that you have to find
Yeah.
on Bumble.
Any single men listening?
Hey, no,
Serial dater.
I love first dates though.
I
Like,
hate
You?
them. I
Those are
hate
the worst.
them.
I love second dates. Second dates are where it's
Okay,
at.
I agree. I
True.
agree. They're better dates than first dates because first dates are always super awkward and you
Right.
don't know like what to do or whatever. But I just love going on dates. Like I love going on first dates and getting to know people and like not knowing what's gonna happen next. You know, like it's fun.
I think you love
And-
hanging out with people.
yeah.
That's what that's
Maybe
for.
that, yeah, maybe that's true. But then sometimes it ends with like a kiss. Sometimes you're pinned against your car, you know.
Sometimes
It
you're being
happens.
choked
Choked
to death.
out. And like, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. You never know. It's literally like Russian roulette, but with dating.
I
It's
just
really
found
fun.
the title of this episode. That is crazy.
Sometimes you get choked out.
Yeah. No, I've had more girlfriends than I've had first dates.
That's
Because I
not
haven't
possible.
taken it is possible. Because I haven't
You never
taken,
went on a first date with them.
not always.
You
no.
just said, "Wow, we're really close dating."
Yeah, it was like one of those things like we always so like with certain girlfriends, it was like we hung out with friends, like we were like in the friend group. I've dated in my friend group a lot of the time.
Mm,
And so like there wasn't always a date. Like we would go on a first date as a couple,
mhm,
but we were already a couple.
mm.
So
Doesn't make sense.
I
I
have
don't-
been
That
No.
doesn't make sense to me.
No. You don't do that.
Like I feel like even if you're friends for a while and you're like, we
You
should
still
try
hang out
dating,
on
you
your
still
own.
go on a first date, like to see if you guys want to
Like
be a thing.
become
You can just say,
Yeah,
hey,
no,
we
there
should
was-
date. You
there
go on a
was-
dinner or whatever, and you're like, that's it. That's your first
my
date.
first girlfriend.
You
I
have been
think
on
we
the
didn't
same number of
we didn't
dates.
go on a date. We just hung out at my house.
That's still a date.
Yeah, I would still
Okay.
count that as a date because you're testing out
My
the water.
second girlfriend, there was no date. We just
Hung out at each other's houses.
nope. We were at an event, and we left our friends,
That's a date.
kissed, and then decided to be together, and then we went back to our friends. And we were gone for maybe 5-10 minutes.
I would count that as a first date. It's a group
I
date.
would too, yeah.
It's like going on a double date for a first date. You don't say,
It
"Oh,
wasn't a
it's
group date though. It was
but
like
you're
event.
with friends."
It was called, what was the event? It was like something for cancer, like raising money for cancer.
Well, that's a
Um,
great first date
sure,
story.
yeah.
You were
And
doing a
then
good thing.
the third girlfriend, I did ask her on a date before we were in a relationship. He was like one of my best friends. And I've been trying, like, she knew that I liked her. Everybody knew that I liked her. And at my birthday party, we were like on my farm. I was like 16 years old. And it was, yeah, we were on my farm and we were having like a huge
On
bonfire
my farm.
and everybody was spending the night. It was the first time like my parents allowed like a boy girl sleepover. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm still not allowed a boy girl sleepover.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to do that.
So like
either.
we all like camped out on the farm and that night me and my best friend and then soon to be girlfriend were like going out. We like left the bonfire. We went out for like a walk. We were just like looking up at the stars. It was very romantic. And she was like, "Hey, like I think I'd like to like," because I had asked her if she'd like to go to the movies. And she's
Right.
like, "Yeah, but it's not a date." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And then she was like, "I think maybe it will be a date." And I was like,
See, and
Hell yeah.
And I would have considered that movie being your first date.
"It was." That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like
So
that
that-
movie was our first date.
Right.
But
So you've gone on the same number of first dates as the
no,
girlfriend.
because the first two were not dates.
But they were.
They were, because you still had to go out with them as
someone
someone looking at that as a first like goal.
maybe it wasn't like a romantic like one-on-one date that you're thinking
Yeah.
of, but like it's still a date.
Okay, fine. Then it wasn't your classic first date.
Yeah.
Then I've had the same number of dates that I've had girlfriends, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been on a date
Like
with a
first
girl that has not led to a relationship
Okay.
that I
Interesting.
can.
That's a pretty impressive 100%
that's
success
great.
rate.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at what I do.
Wow.
I really crush it on the first date, and then I'm batting 1,000.
Bagged.
Yeah,
Love that for you.
I'm just irresistible, honestly.
Right.
After the first date,
I don't
I'm pretty resistible up until that first date. Once I convince him of that first date,
You're like,
then I'm irresistible.
please go to movies.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And you've only been on one app date?
Oh, yeah, one app state.
Okay.
I've never been on a single dating app because I don't use. I used
I'm-
Tinder in college for maybe 6 months
For shits and
and
giggles.
never got a single match. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'm just like in Boy Scouts and church. I was undesirable. So I was like, I'm deleting this shit, and have never been on a dating app since.
No, I'm terrified of dating app dates.
Yeah. Well, it's hard.
Well, especially for like
It's hard for
you
us.
as women,
Yeah.
That's why I
That's why you get choked out.
as
get
like
the car.
as like attractive
Yeah.
women too. Like you're not like you're not fucking the bottom of the barrel. women.
Right.
Sorry, ladies.
Thank you.
So like
that's why
You
I
mean,
really
like,
like Universal City Walk.
predators are looking for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
They're on the dating apps looking for you.
Went
I'm
on
so
a
glad I
date
chose this.
with that.
Me? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, you're choke slammed against your own car. Was it your car or his car?
It was my car.
Oh no!
My poor Jeep saw everything. Yeah, it was bad. I felt bad for my car that day.
God, what were you about to say?
The only reason I've been on a first date with like somebody from the app is because I saw him in person while I was at work. First.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, okay, this person exists, and I've like seen his family now and
Mhm,
everything. So
mhm.
then I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go on a date.
That's
Yeah,
why I
today.
like City Walker Springs, because you have to go through
In
a metal
public.
detector. You go in public, but you have to go through a metal detector to enter.
Safety for the park and safety for you.
And so therefore, if I'm meeting someone there, they're not gonna have like a knife.
Not a knife, not a gun.
Right. And if they drug me, they have to go past security guards to get back to the car. Because
Good
it's all
point.
that's good. So if they drug me at something, they'd have to like drag me. So if they drug me, I'd just be like,
Have you ever, either of you ever been drugged?
Well, no.
I was.
Were you actually?
Not by somebody of the opposite sex, but by one of my friends in college. I was
I know
drugged.
multiple
Yeah.
people who have been drugged, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Somebody, what is it? What's the anti-anxiety medication?
There's lots of them. Xanax?
Yes, somebody, one of my friends in college dropped a Xanax in my Bud Light,
Really?
and as I was slamming the Bud Light, that felt it right down the throat, and I was like,
What just
"This will be an
happened?
interesting night."
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's scary.
It was the best night of my life. Second best night of my life. I can't talk
Really?
about the best night of my life on the podcast because that is
You can talk about anything, Joe. Come on.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Come on, Joe.
I don't know what
talk
the
about
statute of
anything.
limitations are on certain things.
Describe it in 3 words.
Yeah. Wait.
3 words.
Or
First word,
no, 3 words or less. I'll just use the word nose, and that'll be all I say.
Okay.
That's not what I said at all.
Nose.
Nose is all I said. Yes. That's not what we're gonna talk about. So you've never been drugged? I have.
No, yeah, I've never been drugged.
Yeah.
But I did know a lot of people in college that got drugged.
I got drugged. Yeah.
But no.
Is it like a fear that you like genuinely like walk around with on a daily basis?
Like
I carry my drinks like at bar
Yeah,
stuff,
I-
like with my hand over.
Carry him like
See,
this.
I also do that, but not because I have a fear of being drugged, because I'm a man and that would never happen to me.
See,
But just because that's
But
the
you've
most.
obviously been drugged.
Well,
so-
that was it was a
Never
canned drink that
Right.
he drugged.
Still, yeah, as well.
It's just like this is like the most convenient way to hold a beverage in my
That's why I do
opinion.
it so that I don't get drugged.
but then you
Yeah,
can't
for me, it's
easily drink it.
Yeah, but like holding like this, somebody's gonna bump into you, and once you do, you squish, then it drink everywhere, or you spill, drink everywhere. Holding it like this,
And
you're
also
like
demonstrations.
You just
as
spill.
spill.
It didn't work at all.
holding it like this, you're like, this is pretty great. I can do anything with this. And then when you need a drink, you just do the little pivot.
Yeah, that's true. I would say that is such a fragile way to hold a beer. No, that's
Okay. Pink
There you go,
and all.
pinky.
yeah.
Oh shit.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I'm scared of getting drugged just because it's such a common thing that all of us have to deal with that we just are kind of like
I'm
like,
not,
not expected, but like just prepared.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're just immune.
I'm not,
You're
like,
just, like,
terrified.
you're
I'm not
numb
like, oh
to
my
it.
god, I'm gonna get drugged.
Right. Like I
Yeah.
do know people who are terrified of like getting kidnapped, and that's valid, but I'm just like, I'm just hyper aware of it, so I'm
Yeah.
prepared like it.
I'm
You know?
just like casually aware of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn,
Crazy.
being a woman.
Sucks.
Trivia.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us? Any more than you've already asked?
I know I've been asking you guys so
Honestly, this is.
sorry.
I was telling Kira while you were in the bathroom. This has like been one of the best episodes with a guest on.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so honored.
Yeah,
I
everybody-
was listening to people, so I was like, I'm probably not gonna talk much.
No, this is great. I love this episode. So
Do I have any questions? I don't know. If you could trade lives with any of your friends, who would you trade with and why? Since we don't know your friends, but like describe why.
anyone but Kira.
I have a pretty
Um,
cool fucking life. Are you kidding me?
Okay. If I could trade lives with any of my friends.
Yeah, so not famous, but like only people you directly like know.
Shit.
Who would you trade lives with, and why? What about their life is something you'd want to experience?
And I'm gonna send this snippet of this episode to my friends. My friend Nick Ventura, who actually used to be a host on the podcast forever ago. I would trade lives with him simply because I know nothing about his life. And
How are you friends with him?
I want to, because he's one of the coolest people I've ever known in my life.
Mm.
Everybody loves him. Everybody loves Nick Ventura. If you guys met him, you would love him. I want to know what his life is like
Yeah.
outside of our
Just
friendship.
experience.
Yeah,
Again.
because like we have this joke in my friend group that Nick Ventura's parents are actually actors that he paid to act as his parents, and he doesn't have parents because we've never met his parents.
Sure.
Some people claim to have met his parents,
Interesting.
but we don't really know if they have.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to live his life
Mhm.
for 24 hours. Just
Yeah.
find out what the fuck's going on.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who
Kira?
would you?
I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know my own answer. I'd have to think about it.
I think if I like had to pick anybody's, I would say Alexis's.
Yeah, she travels
Same life.
all the time. You also
I
travel all
know.
the time.
I'd like
Yeah. You guys live the same life.
yeah,
That's so valid.
ish.
My
kinda.
second option, I don't have a specific person, but it would be with a female friend, simply for the fact that I would have boobs.
Yeah, just to experience what it's like to have boobs.
Yeah, 100%.
That's such a basic answer for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Like
But that's why I didn't go with that first. That's why it's the second.
Okay, touche.
yeah.
See, but I personally don't need to know what it's like to have a dick.
No, I don't really either.
Yeah, no, it's not all that that's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cracked up to be.
It's definitely cooler to be.
It's way cooler to have boobs than a dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Boobs
sure.
are sick.
For sure. For sure. She's like, I'm so done.
All men can agree with me.
Can I quit this?
All women, all
Can I
women
quit the
and men,
podcast?
all people ever
You-
can agree.
you
that
literally
boobs-
2 weeks in right now.
No. Everybody, all 3
You're
people on this
tired.
couch,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
you
tired.
can all agree boobs are better than dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't even compare them. There's nothing to compare. It's just,
There is no
There's
comparison.
no comparison.
It's not even it's not a close competition at all.
I think I would back to I think I would trade lives with my best friend too, probably. Cause she's going through shit. Whatever. But
You want to go through the shit she's going through?
no, but she met her boyfriend and future, like forever, like they're gonna get married type thing in Fiji.
Like, are they engaged or
They're going to be.
you sure about that?
Yeah, where they've already been talking about it.
And
They
Fiji.
met each other in Fiji on a National Geographic like service trip, like where you just go and like just like not like one of those mission trips. Like you travel to Fiji with like 12 kids from around the country,
Kids.
like high schoolers from around the country, and it's just 12 of them. And then you go with like 2 like leaders or whatever that are in college, and you go to Fiji and like you know work in Fiji, like you build houses or whatever.
Shit.
And she did it for 2 weeks, and she found like met this guy, and then he lives in Tennessee, and they like hit it off, and he hit her up after, like they all exchanged numbers at the end, they all stay in touch, like pen pals type thing. And Virginia and Tennessee aren't that far, and he was like, hey, I live on a lake, like would you want to come down for a weekend in September, like the first weekend of September, we're gonna like go out boating.
Labor
Would
Day
you wanna
weekend.
come? Yeah, would you want to come? And she went, and they've been dating ever since. They've been dating for 5.5 years now. So they met each other for
Shit.
2 weeks on this crazy random, like just getting picked to go to Fiji. And they've been happily ever after. And now she lives in Tennessee with him. And like,
Damn.
it's crazy. So I think
Aw.
I'd want to live like that experience, like that time. I don't want to like,
You don't want to date a boyfriend.
I don't want to date her boyfriend, and I don't need to feel like she's also in grad school. Like I
Yeah.
don't want this now, but like meeting someone like as a spur, like
You want to be like
Yeah.
abroad
yeah,
and meet
like just
somebody.
meet someone and it worked. Like that just seems so cool, and like that's such a cool story. Like I brag about it to people. Like my
And it's not even yours.
It's not even mine to share. Like I tell people, like
That's pretty cool.
it's just the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever. I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, that's probably who I would switch with.
It's good. That's a
Sick.
good answer. Damn.
Yeah, I like that shit doesn't happen in real life.
No, that's
like, it
that's a
does.
movie right there. That's
Right,
exactly
and,
what that is.
And here we are.
Building homes for people in
Yeah,
Fiji.
and then they were
Fiji
long
doesn't
distance.
have like a. Does Fiji have a big homeless problem?
Fiji have homes.
Does Fiji have homes? I thought Fiji was just like the water.
I think it's like oh, I thought it was the apple.
Oh shit! That's Fuji, isn't it?
How, is it for
Is it a Fiji apple or a Fuji apple? Fiji.
It's spelled Fiji,
Is it? I thought it was a Fuji apple.
like F-U.
F-U. Fuji.
Oh, it's a U. Interesting.
Where are they from?
Not Fiji.
Developed by growers at the Tohoku Research Station in Fuji. They're Japanese apples. In Fuji.
She also lived on a
Fujisaki.
boat for 40 days over one summer with a
lived
bunch of
lived on a boat.
like with a
I
bunch of
couldn't do
random
that.
people. They signed up to just live on a
Live on a
it,
boat.
it was like sea abroad or something.
Hmm.
And
Like
she
sea
like
abroad?
sea ocean.
Like
not
on deck?
sea abroad.
Not visual, like yeah, just like Sweet Life on Deck. But it was like a
Yo,
sailboat.
If
It
I could
was
switch
a-
lives with anybody,
you'd want to be on Sweet
Straight
Life
up
on
on
Deck.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
although cruise ships are pretty impractical if you think
I
about
would
it.
get so sick.
Yeah.
Nah, on a cruise ship, I feel like it's not as bad.
No, I
Have you
think
been on a cruise?
No, I'm
I've
too
been on a
scared to.
I've never been on a
I'm
cruise.
convinced that I would get sick now if I went on a
I keep seeing
Yeah.
videos of cruise ships like sinking, and so I'm kind of getting more afraid of them as my life goes on.
terrified of them.
Somebody asked me recently, my friend Katie from back home, she was like, "Would you go on a cruise?" And I was like, "I could be convinced, I suppose."
Really?
That's all I said. But I was like, are you asking me
Like, are
on
we
a
going? Is this
cruise,
a
or-
thing? I don't know. I don't know if I can go on a cruise. I think I just get too sick because I have motion sickness.
I don't think I do, but if I'm not driving a car, I do.
So you have motion sickness.
Yeah.
I don't get motion sickness
See,
driving
like,
a
I've-
car because
I've-
I'm in control.
Right, I'm the same way. But like I've been on, if I'm in the passenger seat of a car, I don't get motion sickness.
Yeah, closer to the front, you get
Yeah.
less sick.
And I've been on boats and not gotten motion sickness, but I've also been on boats and gotten motion sickness.
So you have motion sickness.
When you're on the
Sometimes.
boat, if you're moving, it's fine. But when it's just bobbing through the water,
I've been
a boat.
fine.
Interesting.
So it's like only on occasion.
Hmm.
And anytime I'm in the backseat of a car, it's motion sickness. 100%.
Yeah,
I'm done
yeah.
for.
Yeah,
Headache, fucking.
and that's why I'm too
somebody
scared.
open a window, I'm gonna be a little bitch in a second.
Yeah, I have to have a window down if I'm in the back seat.
You don't get motion sickness.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
hmm
Have you guys seen the glasses for it for cars? All right, I gotta do another couple search.
No.
So, they make glasses for motion sickness to help with like.
I wear
visually
glasses
see-
already.
No, they're not like prescription.
Yeah, I mean, I probably couldn't wear other glasses on top of these.
Oh, valid. They
What the fuck? I'm not
What the
putting that
fuck?
on.
I'm not wearing those.
So-
Oh my god, look at that
It's
bitch.
for like. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
It's for the like the. It's to balance the equal. It's liquid, and so it rocks. So if your head's turned, the water will stay level and make it look like you're still level, tricking your eyes, thinking you're upright. So you.
That's
don't
not
get
no,
triggered.
That's not those. Don't.
And they have it on the sides too.
I think that would make me more motion sick.
Look at those things. Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
they're
Show that to the camera.
Absolutely awful looking. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
There you go.
A good visual of them. I need him wearing them so you can see. Oh, this is tragic.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, where's the camera? That's what they look like. Your stupid ring light. There
Oh
you
my god, those are ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
go. Okay, but it's supposed to make you feel like everything's level because the liquid stays level. Like,
I don't think that's
to the
how
world.
eyes work though.
No, but it's not. Yeah, it tricks your eyes. And it actually has to do with the fluid in your ear. That's why you get motion sick.
Just put one of those patches on.
I've never tried those.
Neither have I.
Yeah. So I don't know if
What is it?
that's best for me.
Dramamine?
Yeah.
People just say
Dramamine or bonine.
Boning.
Boning is the other one.
Boning?
Boning. That's the other one that I like to take because it also works and it's not as drowsy.
Yeah, no, I've never taken Dramamine before. I just suck it up.
Ugh, no, I don't. I'm miserable.
Okay, pick I keep
Are you
calling
screen
Kara.
sharing? You're welcome.
I don't even know if I will be able to screen share.
I'm such ass at trivia though.
So am I. I'm horrible.
Like serious trivia. Like
No,
if you
you-
give me a
Okay.
category, maybe.
Pick a number 1 through
Whatever.
whatever.
Preferably shorter because he's gonna count to that number.
43.
Oh my god.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32, 35, 38, 41, 43. What famed paleontologist was also the first head of the Kenyan Wildlife Reserve? I don't know a single
A
paleontologist.
paleontologist?
Nope.
First name is Josh.
Richard.
Nope. That's a terrible.
Pick a new number. And
Yeah.
also, by the way, just so you know about this, because I don't have to tell the audience, they already know. We are competing for points.
Oh.
If you get it right and we don't, you're just competing for bragging rights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love that. Okay. Number 8. These
3,
there's no way you
6,
guys get
7,
any.
8. In 1994, which Scandinavian country voted to stay out of the European Union? European
Union.
You're popping veins.
European Union. What the fuck? I
Union.
can't say it.
Which Scandinavian country? don't
I
know
thought
any
Scandinavia was a country.
Yeah.
But what counts as that's gonna be north? Are those near the Balkan?
What?
What?
The Balkan country? Like the
I don't know
Balkan,
Scandinavian.
I don't know anything.
Water?
So I don't.
Do you know it?
No, I have no clue. I obviously don't know.
What does that say?
Way.
Norway is Scandinavian?
Scotch.
Yeah,
Well,
that's like the Balkan state or not state.
Yeah, I guess it is.
This is just in the way.
I know. Okay.
Like a Balkan anything.
Go again.
It's the name of the body of water up there.
Do 8 again.
These are terrible. You guys need a new trivia set.
Thank you. That's what
I'm not doing 8.
12.
9, 12. What Jewish president was fatally shot in 1881? Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham
Gotta be
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Oh shit! When the fuck is Abraham Lincoln around?
Garfield.
I didn't know that there were that many assassinations. Are there 4?
I have no
I
idea.
think 4 presidents have been assassinated.
Okay, that's too easy.
Virginia and Vermont.
Vermont.
Yep.
My dogs are out.
Ooh. Okay, we're gonna write our answers down for
Okay.
this one right here. During which month is the longest day in the southern hemisphere?
Fuck. I thought I knew this.
Actually, do those.
I'm locked in.
I'm literally not. During which month is the longest? Oh, wait.
You want us to write it down because you know it.
I think I know it. If I'm wrong, I'll be shocked. If we don't like that one, we can do the next one. How many meters are in an inch?
We're just gonna.
Okay,
Oh, why did you write it like
because
that?
it's Jeopardy.
Are you locked in, Kara?
Sure.
Lauren, what'd you say?
What is August?
Kara, what'd you say?
I said February.
I said December.
In the southern? Oh, am I in the wrong time?
Let's go!
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'm in the wrong.
Because June is has the longest day in the northern hemisphere, June 21st.
I don't know that.
I don't know any of that.
I
You said what is August?
I was ready.
That's good.
What is? Can't with the
What
flare.
is-
So
I'm a big
Kira, you're at
Jeopardy
2
fan.
points. I'm at 4 points. Oh God, stop sharing. All right. Lauren, where can the people find you? What social medias do you want to shout out, if any?
Oh God, I don't like people.
That's fair.
I don't know. I mean, you could follow my Instagram. I don't know if I'll follow it back.
You don't have to follow them back. It's all about getting followers, not
That's true. I
not
don't even know what
following.
my Instagram is. You guys should follow my Instagram. It's cute. I post a lot. What is my Instagram? Lou.McDonald.
With two-
Wanna spell that?
LUU.McDonald, like the restaurant. That's my handle.
Mickey D's.
Mickey D. McDicks.
Okay.
I like that
Like all
too.
McDicks.
Did you ever?
Why? No, I never called them McDicks.
I don't know.
I always called it
McDick.
McSluts.
See, that's
No.
where did you
Super
pull that?
derogatory. That was in college.
Yeah, but
Called
how
it
do
a
you
lot of
pull for
different
that?
things.
Like MCD.
Yeah.
It
McDicks.
flows really nicely.
McSluts.
McDicks.
No, that doesn't.
Nah.
Riley calls it McDanks.
I've heard
that works,
McDanks a
yeah.
lot. That
Yeah.
also makes sense because it's
I've always called it McSluts. Not always. I used to just call it McDonald's like a normal human being, but anyways, also, what is your eat of the week? What's the best thing you had to eat this week?
Oh, what did I eat this? As in the last 7 days since last.
It can be a little bit longer than that because you've never been on before. So if you want to
Right.
go fucking from 5 years ago, that's fine with me.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. I know what I ate 5 years ago on this day.
I hear you. What is the best thing I've had to eat? I had, oh my God, what was it? Where was I? The steak at STK.
At Disney Springs?
Yeah, was one of the best steaks
Never
I've
been there.
ever had. It was
Never been
so
either.
good.
What
And I
kind of
don't
steak?
have, I just got like a 10-ounce like filet
Sure.
mignon.
Oh, filet mignon.
Yeah. And it was
Fancy.
so good. That was like three weeks ago. Probably this past week was probably this popcorn from a gas station.
What?
So there's a specific brand that I only get at gas.
Steak from SDK.
Gas station popcorn.
No, because you know when something just hits? I was on a car ride.
Never has popcorn from a gas station. Just it.
Popcorn
Yeah,
always
yes.
hits.
Popcorn always hits.
Always hits unless it's burnt. But this specific brand, it's like a movie theater popcorn. Like
Yeah.
From a
thing.
gas station.
But it's like a bag from a gas station. I was on my drive back from Sarasota and I got it from a Wawa and it was so good.
Oh, Wawa. Now that's a different. Wawa is not a gas station.
Yes, it is.
I
Wawa is
got
a
gas.
convenience store
I got gas.
that
while I was-
also sells gas.
Okay, so adjacent to the gas pumps was a place I got the popcorn.
Yeah, Wawa is straight fire.
Yeah, so that's my eat.
You ever had a Wawa burger and fries?
No, because I choose life.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't want gas station food.
No. Wawa is not a gas
It
station.
is a gas station.
Wawa or Sheets?
Wawa, 100%.
Really?
Oh my God,
Wawa
yeah.
or Sheets.
What the fuck is Sheets?
Jesus.
Sheets is another thing that's just like a Wawa, where
It's
it's like
ve-
a
yeah, they
mega
sell a
mega
lot of
store
food.
gas station where it's just like actually prepares foods. You can get like subs and has like icy machines, all the
We don't have
snacks.
that.
What's your choice?
Probably a Sheets.
You haven't had enough Wawa food then. You ever had a Wawa hoagie?
No, I don't eat gas station food.
Same.
My eat of the week several times has been a chicken roller from 7-Eleven. That's how much gas station food I eat.
I would eat
A chicken stick.
from 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven chicken sticks? So good.
That sounds
Kira,
awful.
where can people find you?
Kira Love Day on Instagram and Disney with Kira on Instagram. My eat of the week was freaking Slippery Mermaid. It's a sushi place.
That
Back
made me
home.
so uncomfortable
I
when you said that
hate
at
it. I was
first.
like,
I was like,
she
what is she
going?
talking about?
I see you.
It's in Navarre, my hometown. And they sell the sushi ever. Period.
Interesting. What role?
I got the sexy mermaid.
What's in it?
It's like shrimp and other. I don't fucking know at this point. I just eat it because I've gotten it so many times. But they have like this little lime slice on top, and it's actually so good. But it's a very good roll.
You know, Kira said last week the one food she would eat for the rest of her life is sushi.
Yeah. Period.
Really?
Point blank. Period.
What's yours?
Easy?
What was mine?
Do
I
you
think I
put-
said pizza.
Is it just
Yeah.
unlimited or like a specific roll?
Like any type of sushi.
See, my answer is potato. And where I could
Good
prepare
one.
it in any different
What
form.
kind of potato is your
So-
what kind of French fry is your favorite?
Wavy fry. Shut the fuck up.
I like, what is it called? Like
When-
shoestring
What the
or
Like a really long, like two super thin ones?
Yeah. Or waffle.
Waffle
Okay,
fries are classic.
If somebody says
I hate steak fries.
says wavy fry.
Do you know what that
do
is?
It's like the crinkle fries. It's like maybe like a
See how she immediately knew what the
inch
fuck
or
it is?
so, and it's that big. It's like probably like the size of like a baby
So
carrot, but
crinkle
it's like
fry-
it looks like it
crinkle
got like
cut fries.
crimpled. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what they're called.
They're called crimple cut.
crinkle.
Crinkle. Did I say crimple?
Yeah, you said crimple because I said
you said
crimping.
Crinkle
crinkle
cut.
cut
Yeah.
fries.
So what?
I last week called them wavy fries because like wavy chips. But you knew
Oh.
exactly what I was
Yeah,
talking
but like
about.
technically,
Kira
also,
had no idea what the fuck I was saying last
no, I
week.
know exactly.
Looking at
There's
it
no
like I was
other
fucking dumb. I
wavy
was
shaped
like-
fry.
Yeah, there's.
She thought the
you know,
end of
the
a waffle fry?
fries? Those are called wavy fries.
No, they're not.
If
The
they-
end
you
of
can, like,
the-
It's called a waffle fry
you
that
can,
doesn't have
buy
a waffle
bag of
pattern.
them. You could buy a bag of
The
wavy
end
fries.
of waffle fries.
You know how like a waffle fry is just a potato cut,
Yeah,
and the end of it sometimes is just like the cap of a potato,
yeah. It's
and it
just-
doesn't have the
it's like the
holes.
butt end.
The butt end. Yeah, she calls that a wavy fry.
Oh,
It's still a waffle
I still
fry.
call that a waffle fry.
Yeah, you're
It's just
normal.
The butt end of it.
Yeah,
It's just like bread.
Kira's on drugs.
Happens.
You can
Okay.
follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram is Secret Agent Sharky, and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JoeSharky7. My eat of the week. Have I fucking eaten anything this week?
No,
Probably
because you
not.
haven't peed, and I've already peed in the middle of
No,
the podcast.
I actually have to pee very badly right now.
You
I've
said
been-
taking a pee break. I took a pee break.
You were in the bathroom.
I took a 2-second swish.
My eat of the week is last night I made deep fried pot stickers.
Ooh.
They were chicken and vegetable.
Uh-huh.
Very
Yum.
delicious. A little bit of sesame oil. Very good. Very good. As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod, that is CSG POD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. It has truly been a pleasure. We'll have to get you back on because we
Thank you for
clearly have a lot
having me.
more that we can all
I
talk about.
know, for real.
So
I don't
whenever
think we
you're
even
free
got to
again.
anything. We barely dived into
Yeah,
this.
really. But thank you guys so much for listening, watching. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Adios.